versus the Gold Coast Titans. Let's just make sure everything's moving. We've got the sound on. We are live. Hey guys, how you going? Said BKRsport. We are live as the Parramatta Eels will be taking on the New Zealand Warriors. Obviously, I've just watched my Titans just embarrass themselves as per usual on a national level. That is a very typical thing for me, unfortunately. But hopefully this game does get the spirits back up. We can watch a good one between the Eels and the Warriors, which will be, look, it should be a blowout to the Warriors, let's be honest. They should win this game by a far margin. But, you know, the Warriors are a team that sometimes can slip up when they're fully expected to go and just simply get the job done. We'll see how it does pan out here and how the Warriors do travel across to the old Parramatta, but they've been playing some really good football lately. They've been playing some really good footy this year, and I'm excited to see them go. Like, at the end of the day, I'm pretty close to just putting the Titans here, as per usual, with what I just witnessed, to be completely honest with you. But the Warriors have been good, and they really should just be pumping along here today just to go back to equal top of the table alongside the Penrith Panthers as well, with a win, which would be absolutely massive and very necessary for them and their confidence and their motivation with their positive start to the season. We'll see how it pans out. Whilst the Eels, obviously, they've had a really tough year. They're down there in 15th position right now and struggling to make any kind of a move at all. Obviously, they've been giving up 50 points for fun. They are the worst defensive team in the competition right now, which is just, well, sorry, no, they're not. Yes, they are. Yeah, 279. They have given up the most points across the entirety of the competition so far, which is, look, really disappointing for their standards. I did expect them to have a bit of a better year under Jason Riles this year, but just not so much just yet. But a win here would be massive for them. Let's see if they can turn it around. But obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Let's go through the two team lineups. The Parramatta Eels, they come to this game from 15th position, whilst the Warriors come into this game from Secundo position, number 2. CommBank Stadium in Sydney. The ins here for the Eels, Tinkham Brown. The out is Tony Mataiele, with the fullback being Joash Papali. The wingers of Brian Kelly and Josh Adokar. Centres of Will Penasini and Sean Russell. You go to the 5'8", Ronald Volkman, and the halfback is Mitchell Moses, who is the captain. Front row forwards are Luca Moretti and Junior Bolo, with the number 9 being Riley Smith. The back row is Jack Williams and Kelma Tuolangi, with the 13 being Jack DeBellin. And then you go to the interchange with Charlie Geimer, Talon De Silva, Saxon Pryke, Dylan Walker, Lorenzo Talataina, and Tinkham Brown, with the coach being Jason Riles. Look, Parramatta, they're obviously in a bit of a situation in regards to their halves. Mitchell Moses has not been playing spectacular so far this season, even though we would expect him to play a lot better than what he has been providing. Obviously, they've got that lone player of Jonah Pezzett that has been there, but now he's out, injured, which does hurt them. And Ronald Volkman, who actually was an up-and-coming star for the Warriors, obviously had a bit of a situation with the Dragons, and obviously now he's at the Eels. But the point is that we need to see Volkman really turn up here alongside Moses, and Moses has got to lead this team. You know, we expected him to lead this team, and he's got to lead this team right now, because they are in a very, very difficult situation down the bottom of the table. And if they lose this game, you know, they're just primed for the picking of a team like the Melbourne Storm. They do play the Tigers next week. The Storm do look really awful and really poor. However, you know, you are still down there within range of teams like the Melbourne Storm, and also even the Dragons, even though they're still without a win. You're still below the Gold Coast Titans and whatnot. So the Eels need to start, you know, showing some fight here. And it just hasn't been fantastic for them of late. You know, they got beaten pretty well by Manly last week. It was just a really poor game overall quality-wise, but they lost 33-18. They had a good win against the Dogs, even though the Dogs have looked awful this year, 38-20. But you go back and they lost 52-10 to the Titans, and the Titans, they've just been dreadful this year. That was their one really good game, really, that you've seen from the Titans overall. You know, they lost the Tigers 22-20, which was a positive result because they only lost by 2, and you thought maybe they'd be coming back there. But, you know, 48-20 against the Panthers. They just beat the Dragons 30-20. Dragons kind of threw that game away themselves. Did beat the Bronx, but lost to the Storm 52-4. So it's been a really up and down season. Like, they've had some little ups, but just not consistent ups. And that is a significant problem with them. And again, like I said, they're the worst defensive team in the entire competition right now. So they need to start fixing that pretty quickly, because right now I don't even have and now we're back on. Yeah, sorry about that. We muted for a second. but you really wouldn't be expecting a win. So I am still quite disappointed, guys. So if you can see that my energy is a little bit low right now, it is because obviously I've just watched my team embarrass themselves on a national level again, and I get heaps of notifications shit about it. So yeah, really disappointing. But I'm doing my best. You know, the more that we get into the game, obviously the higher energy we'll have, because we can move on from the piece of shit that we just watched in the previous game. But anyway, that's the Parramatta Eels. They've been having a tough run at it, but let's look at the New Zealand Warriors now, where they're looking to goods. Adam Pompey, Kalis Fatialofa, and Luke Metcalf are in, with the outs being Ali Liatsawa, Luke Hansen, and Mitchell Barnett. The fullback is Tane Tuapiki, with the wingers being Daniel Watini, Selesniak, and Alofiana Khan Pereira. Centers have Roger Tuivasa Sheck and Adam Pompey. The 5'8" is Chanel Harris Tavita, with the halfback being Tanner Boyd. Front row forwards are James Fisher-Harris, who is the captain alongside Jackson Ford. And the number 9 is Wade Egan. Back row of Aleka the Wrecker Halasina, who needs to have a big game here. Hasn't been having fantastic games of late. And Kurt Catewell, with the 13 being Aaron Clark. Interchange of Sam Healy, Dimitri Vaymalga, Jacob Laban, Eddie Jeremiah Tuava, Luke Metcalf, and Kalis Fatialofa, with the coach being Andrew Webster. Interesting thing to note, Luke Metcalf is back into the team, but he is off the bench. I prefer that from Andrew Webster, because when he came back in and played alongside Tanner Boyd, they were not working well together. They've actually won every game this season that it's been Tanner Boyd and Chanel Harris Tavita. The only 2 games that they've lost this season was when Luke Metcalf came back into the team alongside Tanner Boyd. So it's an observational point to make. You do have to make that note, that I'm not trying to shit on Luke Metcalf, but again, last year we were talking about the attacking issues of the Warriors when he was there. And when he came back into it this year, the only 2 losses they've had was when Luke Metcalf was partnering Tanner Boyd. So they've obviously found their spark with Tan and Chanel, and they need to keep with that. It's going to be interesting to see how they can implement Luke Metcalf, because he was top of the Dally M leaderboard before he got injured last year. He was killing it and crushing it individually, but it wasn't necessarily benefiting the team overall in regards to the attack. It was benefiting the team, and defensively they were going great guns, but it wasn't benefiting their attack. So they were always going to Kamagutsa last year, and they did Kamagutsa, but they were always going to Kamagutsa because they didn't have the attack in them at all. And that was when Luke Metcalf was there. So at least we've seen a bit of a change in the positive direction here for the Warriors, where they've been scoring 42 points, 40 points, 38 points, then 14 points, 22 points, 38 points, 28 points, and 20 points. You know, they're pretty consistently getting 20 points per game. Only one game they didn't get to 20, and that was the 14 against the Tigers. But overall, they are absolutely smashing it on attack right now. 242 points for them is the second best attack in the league. Again, when they were here last year in this same position of the top 4, they were situating themselves in about 10th or 11th for attack. Now they're in second. Whilst their defense of 156 is behind the Panthers, it's behind the Tigers, it's behind the Rabbitohs. With an extra game, though, so not really behind the Rabbitohs, but we'll do it for now. The Rabbitohs have played one less game. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, they played one less game, so not really, but they're 4th right now, and then that's it. So really their 3rd position for defense, the 3rd best defense. And potentially second, but because the Tigers have played one less game, but that is a 29-point swing between the 2 of them. So realistically, for mine, they are the 3rd best defensive team in the competition this year. So they are 2nd best for attack, 3rd best for defense. It shows that there is a massive switch up from last year when they were 4th best defense and 10th or 11th best attack. So they've improved overall, which is why you're starting to have more confidence there in that Warriors team. However, when they lost that Tigers and Sharks team, you started to have that little bit of a hit of, is this the same Warriors team of old, where you have so much faith in them and then they fall away at the least expected moment? That's a concern there. I am taking the Warriors here by 13 plus. I think they should win this game by an absolute mozza. I think they should kill it with their form at the moment. But I am always concerned about just going full balls to the wall about the New Zealand Warriors. I'm always concerned about them being guaranteed a win. But again, I take the Warriors here 13 plus. You should win this game well, and you can try to improve your points differential. You have to target this game as a points differential. It's not improve your points differential for the rest of the comp, just for the Panthers' sake, because the Panthers are so far above you in regards to that points differential. So let's get into the ladder here. So with the Parramatta Eels, they're in 15th position on 6 points. equal with the Gold Coast Titans, who obviously just embarrassed themselves in that last game. Eels are on minus 99, the Titans are on minus 46. So if they lose this game, they will finish off the round in 15th position. If they win this game, they will pretty much just finish off the round in 14th position. Titans will go down to 15th. Because the points differential of the Raiders is minus 66 to the Eels minus 99. So the Eels would have to win this game by 34 points or more. It's just not happening. And they'd have to win by about they're 51 points on the dot to go above the Bulldogs, which is just also not happening. So realistically, Eels will either finish in 15th or 14th. There's not much to really be changed here at this point of the season. Whilst if you go to the Warriors on the other side, they're in second position, equal with the Tigers, the Rabbitohs, and the Roosters, and the Cowboys on 12. And the Cowboys have already played. But the Warriors have a plus 86, the Tigers plus 82, Rabbitohs plus 72, Roosters plus 37, and Cowboys plus 12. But again, the Cowboys have already played. So if the Warriors if the Warriors win this game, they would go equal to Panthers on 14 points. But it is quite literally an 80-point separation between the two of them. Panthers are plus 167, Warriors are plus 86. That is a big gap. That is a massive gap there. So whilst your points differential is better than everybody else's, your second best points differential, which at this point last year, you were dead set like a 10th or something for points differential, and you're in the top 4, which we were speaking about, and people will try and debate it, but I think they get it now. The point is that the Warriors have a better points differential than everybody else, but you're up there competing for first, so screw everybody else right now below you. You're going to be thinking about who's above you, and who's above you is the Panthers, and they're on plus 167. So target this game. We've seen the Titans win by 50. We've seen the Panthers essentially get 50 points, 48 points. We've seen the Storm get 50. That's 2 bottom 4 teams. That's the second last team and the third last team who have scored 50 against this Eels team. You should be much better than those two teams, and you should be able to absolutely slap this Eels team up here today. You have high expectations. So you'll be severely disappointed if you don't reach them, but you do have high expectations, and you should be winning this game well. So if you do that, you could put yourselves up into a plus 120 situation, and then you're only 47 behind the Panthers. They play Manly tomorrow, and I do expect Manly to get pumped in that game by the Panthers. But at least you're putting inroads into, eating into that plus 167 of the Panthers, and I'm looking forward to when the Panthers do actually end up playing the Warriors. I would probably still tip the Panthers right now. At the end of the day, though, that'll be a good game for sure. However, hold on. If they do lose this game, so anyway, long story short, if you win, you will more than likely just finish in second, but the Tigers are only 4 points differential worse off than you, so again, you do need to bump that up just in case you win by 2 and then they win by 8, and then you go to plus 88, they go to plus 90, they go above you. So you could win and go to third, but I would say that if you win this game, you should win it well, you stay in second. If you lose, Tigers play the Sharks. If Tigers win, they go above you. You go to third. If the Rabbitohs beat the Knights, you go to fourth. If the Roosters beat the Broncos tonight, you'll go to fifth. You won't go below the Cowboys, and there's a chance you could go below Manly. No, because Manly play... Well, if Manly won by enough against the Panthers, it's just not happening. But if the Manly won by like 30 over the Panthers, they could go above you. So you could actually go down as far as 6-7 kind of range there. But ultimately, you could definitely drop out of the top 4. You probably will drop out of the top 4 with a loss, but with a win, you're pretty much just going to stay in second there. So again, I'm taking the Warriors 13 plus. I fully expect them to get the job done here. I fully expect them to slap through it. And hopefully they do put on the show that we know that they should be putting on. But again, we've been here long enough now, Warriors fans, to know what can happen. So we do always have that little bit of hesitancy, but you should get this job done. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for new round here. We move on from that last one. We move on from that last game. Gary, sorry to continue the conversation, but we have a halfback at Warrington called Ewan Irwin, and he's 18 years old. Sam Burgess threw him in, and he's been outstanding. Already Aussie interest in him. Sure, but and this is no disrespect to England here. I'm not trying to disrespect England. I'm just giving you an observational point based off of plenty of years of experience of watching this game. That English halfbacks don't typically tend to work in Australia. English backs don't typically tend to work in Australia. English forwards do. So if you're saying the point is that just his age is working out for him over there, then fine. But if you're suggesting that he should come over to Australia, I would debate that. I'm not saying that he wouldn't be good here. We've just got a track record of English backs not necessarily working out over here despite how good they are over there kind of deal. Sam Tompkins is a fantastic example to use, who is incredible over there in the Super League over his time, but when he went to the Warriors, very disappointing. Callum Watkins was great over there in the Super League, disappointed at the Titans, Georgie Williams was one of the ones who kind of changed that trajectory with the Raiders. He did pretty well there, but overall, it's not usually a fantastic transition. Jay Dawes says this team is consistently hurting itself with basic errors. Is this based on the previous conversation? Handling mistakes, poor discipline, missed tackle. The halves are the biggest issue for right now. If we fix those, then put him in. So you're telling me you thought that Ilias was fine? Even if that's a couple of weeks and we've fixed a fair bit. But this has been the same problems for 16 years now, man. Nothing's changing right now. And also, the halves have been not good for us. Our attack is the third worst attack in the league right now, bro. Our attack is 158 points scored through 8 games. The only teams we beat out on attack is the Bulldogs and the Dragons. And we're saying the halves aren't a problem? The halves aren't a problem. Have you watched? I'm sure you have watched all these games this year because I know you and I know you're a Titans fan, and that's why I respect your opinion. I disagree with it completely, but I respect your opinion because I know you watch it like I do religiously. But to suggest that the halves aren't a problem is insane. It's actually insane. You would have to be like a Jaden Campbell and Lachlan Ilias fan on a specific level to say that the attack isn't a problem with the Titans. They are the third worst attacking team in a competition right now. Third worst. The team actually does get themselves into range quite frequently in games. Across all 8 games this season, they don't score because there's no direction in the halves. So what are we talking about? The halves aren't the problem. I will agree the errors are an absolutely massive problem. That's across the team. But the halves are absolutely a problem right now. Absolutely. And they are one of the biggest issues right now. If your team is third worst for attack, they are definitely a part of the issue. Ilias himself dropped the ball multiple times here today. In the halves. Ilias himself, the kicking game is dreadful, so we're not getting ourselves into good position at all because the kicking game is dreadful from the halves. Just because Jaden Campbell puts one kick in that ended up in a try assist today, fantastic. But that doesn't mean that he's now a fantastic kicker. The halves are an absolute issue at the club. They're an absolute issue at this club. There's no argument to go against that. There's no argument. And this has been an issue for literally since Scott Prince went and left the Gold Coast Titans. Katrina says, let's go Parramatta. We're the heart of the Parramatta. We are heart of Parramatta River. We come. What the hell am I reading? Nay says, these are the types of games the Wild should win, but rarely do. Correct, but I think that they should win this game well. But correct, absolutely. LFG says up the was. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But the idea of putting him straight in after this as Mr. Fix-It doesn't seem right. It's not about Mr. Fix-It, man. No one said he's Mr. Fix-It. I don't expect him to be amazing this year, but you need to put him in to develop with this team. Otherwise, he's never going to be ready. Your thought process right now is that he's never going to be ready. That is your thought process. Because if he's going on 21 next year, you're saying that he probably doesn't get in this year. No one said he's Mr. Fix-It. No one expected him to go and win the comp straight away. But what's the point of not playing him if he is meant to be the halfback of the future? And also, this team is not going to change right now. It doesn't make sense. Your argument is essentially suggesting that he is never going to be ready because we need to be at a good place as a team before we can implement him. Well, what we're watching as a team right now, the Gold Coast Titans, is in no way, shape or form suggesting that any time in the near future we are going to be anywhere better than what we have showed here today. What have we shown across this season to suggest that we're going to have any point over the next 365 days to put Zane Harrison in at a better situation? So if we're never going to be in a better situation to put Zane Harrison in, well then tell him to go to another club. Tell him to go to another club where I guarantee you another club will start him. They'll put him in and I guarantee you he flourishes. Just like Tanner Boyd currently is flourishing for the New Zealand Warriors. Just like Toby Sexton goes to the Bulldogs, did well for them, now is at the Captain's Dragons and has signed over there for the Perth Bears. Jamal Fogarty killed it for the Canberra Raiders and now is killing it for the Manly Seagulls in these last couple of games. So why is it that Zane Harrison is treated like this person that is never going to be successful because of the past nightmare and the past horrors that we have had when we've seen other halfbacks that have gone on to perform well at other clubs? You are essentially saying that Zane Harrison is not good enough. Because if he can't come in right now and do a job, if he's not good enough now, why is he's never going to be good enough, is what you're essentially saying. Because we're not going to be in the place to put him in when we're in first position. It's simple as that. But anyway, the game is kicked off here. The Warriors kick to the Eels, and the Eels are going to bring it out to the 15. And I react passionately to this because this is the thought process of the club. I don't know if Zane Harrison will ever debut with this thought process. The club is too terrified. They're too terrified. It really ticks me off. It ticks me off because this club will never change because they're always thinking about the past. They're always scared about the past. You've got to start thinking about the damn well future, man. Change the club from what it was then and move it into a new direction. Because if you don't try to start moving into a new direction, we're going to have the same shit from the last 16 years. I'm not even having a crack at you here, Jay Dawes. This is just how I'm passionately reacting to my team. Fit tackle here at the Eels. We are going to be the same team week in, week out, every single year if they are not going to try and adjust the club to be in a different position to what we have built this club through the last 16 years. Get it away from the last 16 years. Fuck that last 16 years off. Let's move in a different direction. Let's try and see Zane Harrison. If he's not ready now, he'll never be ready. Tell him to go elsewhere. That's my thoughts. Second tackle at 22. And it ticks me off that this club is never going to change. They're never, ever going to change, Blow. Because they're always happy to accept mediocrity. Four tackle over the Warriors, and they're going to get this ball here to the 40. Nay says, me too, mate. Quite a few of us feel the same. Seb Watson says, has a team ever given up a score? I cannot say 3 times in 9 weeks. Yeah, surely. And it's a similar situation with the Dragons. We dropped Kyle and put in Cade. Yes, it was risky, but we did it. Sure. Eels now bringing this ball here to the 25 on first tackle. And again, Jay Dawes, you know I respect you. This is not me having a crack at you. This is me having a crack at the club because they have a similar mindset to this and nothing will ever change at this club because they have the same mindset every year and it never works out with that same mindset. Why not try to adjust that mindset completely differently? Because otherwise we're going to be in the same repetitive Groundhog Day every single year. 4 tackle now for the Eels at the 40. Junior Bolo out to Ronald Volkman. Volkman now to Jack Williams, and Jack Williams is going to be at the 50 on fit tackle. Barnes should have kept Boyd. Absolutely incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. Tanner Boyd wasn't working out with us. I'm so happy for him at the Warriors. The Warriors now, Lofiana Campero grabs his ball here at the 10 on first tackle. He'll bring it out to the 15. Gary said, Sean Nath, is there anywhere I can send a card or donation to a charity of the family choice? I did see your email, Gary. Just been very busy over the last day, sorry. So I'll get back to you, mate. Don't worry. I'll get back to you, brother. And now the Warriors will bring this ball out here to the 30 on third tackle. Tanner Boyd gives it across, and now they'll be at the 40 on fourth tackle. Time's passion right there, mate. Fair play. The club should belong with the fans. Jay Dawes is a fan, though. That's why I'm not having a crack at him. It's just the conversation. Fit tackle now. And they give it off to Tanner Boyd. And Tanner Boyd at the 42. He'll kick it down to the 9. And they'll bring it out now to the 25 on second tackle. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Absolutely, Seb. I seen an ESPN article comparing Harrison to Cleary. Like I said last game, Strange is 21-22. He's been playing a while now. I'm not willing to go and compare Harrison to Cleary, but Harrison is a game-managing halfback. That is going to be a penalty here to the Parramatta Eels at the 40, I think. Or are they saying knock on? What are they saying here? Riley Smith is like celebrating his teammate there. Is he saying it's okay, maybe? No, I don't even know what just happened just then. Oh, no, it was just, I don't know what just happened. They were celebrating, but nothing happened. It's nothing. Warriors favourites to win? For sure, Alex Weaver. They should be favourites to win this game by a long way. Fourth tackle out to 50. Curtis says, not sure why they dropped Sexton. Bulldogs definitely were better with him. Bulldog situations. The Bulldogs are reacting even worse than I am to their club right now. Rodder says, why are all clubs named after animals? I don't know and don't care, to be fair. 6 again here for the Eels at the 30. Also, the Warriors aren't an animal. Knights aren't an animal. Eels second tackle now. They're going to be at the 22. Titans aren't an animal. Storm aren't an animal. Raiders aren't an animal. Cowboys aren't an animal. There's so many teams that aren't animals. 60 again for the Eels again. 15 minutes out of the line. First tackle. They were ranked second highest behind Kobe Black. Yeah, I would agree with that. They're going to get this ball straight through. Parramatta, Ronald Volkman, Warriors fans. Oh, no. Out of all players, the first player to score a try is Ronald Volkman, the ex-New Zealand Warriors. He will score, and it's 4-0 Parramatta with a kick to come. That's a good start. That's a good start there for the Eels. 4-0 with a kick to come. Volkman scores against his old club. You don't like to see this because it does give you that previous thought process here from the Wires that they do slip up on games like this. They do. But I hope they don't. Shay Page is up the Wires. If this lot lose the... Oh, Seb, I think even Warriors fans will agree that they do have to go... They do have to go on to fraud alert if they were to lose to this Eels team. Cosmic says Volkman hasn't been too bad since he's been filling in for Pezzett. Yeah, okay, he hasn't been too bad. He hasn't been great. He was in that Titans game too, mind you. But yeah, he hasn't been great, but he's been fine. They're obviously missing the combination of Mitchell Moses and Dylan Brown when they were together. But yeah, Volkman hasn't been too bad. But the issue with the Eels is that this is a temporary year. They told everyone that this is a temporary year when you loaned Pezzett to a key position of a 5/8. All right, so Mitchell Moses from the left-hand side. He should get this kick. It's not too difficult of a kick, and it will be 6-0. He curls it in. 6-0 to the Eels. 6 minutes into the game. I'd take him over Flanagan Atkinson at the moment. You'd take anybody over Flanagan Atkinson at the moment, Cosrip. You would take someone from this chat to be in your halves right now than the situation currently at the Wars, to be completely honest with you. So, 6-0 with 6 minutes gone here in this first half. Well, he's not able to play, bro, just outside the age range. It's interesting because they wanted to change the rules a few years back to allow Jason Tamalolo to play in the Origin. And obviously that never went through. And now they have changed the eligibility rules, and I still think he's not eligible. I still think he's not able to be played. First tackle out the 20. And the Eels will be at the 30 on second tackle. 68% possession to the Eels so far, 82% territory. Warriors are going to find a way to get this ball. Yeah, people, when he's lost that ball. He's lost that ball there. Oh, wow. How have you missed that ball? That was a knock-on to the Eels. How did he miss that one? Fourth tackler at the 40. Panasini definitely dropped that. It's funny, people, when they saw that rule change, thought immediately that everyone's just eligible for Origin now. It's like, it's not true. Everyone is not eligible for Origin. Players like Britton Nakora are and Adam Finau-Blake are, but Herbie is not. Jerome Hughes is not. Jason Tamalolo apparently is not. Eels will... Who's knocked this ball on? It's a knock on Warriors. Eels ball to 10. Oh, no. Oh, boy, Warriors. This is giving me nightmares of the past. This is giving me nightmares of the past. Oh, no. Someone has created an official Instagram account for The Buy, and they're celebrating beating the Dragons this weekend. So that means they've bought a blue tick, and apparently the Buy beat the Dragons 30 points to 12. Oh, no way. Oh, dude, that's too funny. So Captain's Challenge here from the Warriors, and it will be successful. So it's going to be Warriors ball. Charles says, Eels usually a bogey team for the Wars, but hopefully my team will wake up. Is that true? Up until late last year, Titans were the bogey team for the Warriors, but I did see somebody say just before in the last stream between the Titans and the Raiders that the Eels have won like 6 out of their last 7 against the Warriors. Is that true? That's crazy if true. Second tackle at 20, because I never would have expected that. So now the Warriors bring it out to the 30 on third tackle. There is a player down here injured for the Parramatta Eels. And Fisher Harris gets to the 35. I'm not sure it is, but God bless him. Brian says, if you could add 2 players to the Titans, would you take Cleary and Herbie or Katoa and Latrell? Cleary and Herbie, easy. Easy. Easiest question of your life. Fifth tackle, 34-metre game for the Warriors, so not great, not hitting the marker of 35. Josh Adokar catches the ball to 15, brings it out of the 20 to the 25, and that's going to be a... They're going to stop the clock here. This Eels player is seriously injured in back play. Who is this? Is it Riley Smith? I think it's Riley Smith. He does not look great right now. It's not like a head clash or anything. What's happened here? I don't actually know what's happened here with Riley Smith. God bless him, but I don't know what's actually happened. Yeah, I thought it'd be tougher. Yeah, I'm not. That was. This is actually quite distressing to see because you can see that he's clearly like seriously injured right now. I don't know how he's been seriously injured though. Ribs. Oh yeah, because I was looking to see if it was head contact with like a high concussion or something, but it wasn't. Nah, the elbow was coming around here, Minty. It's not. There's no way he's reacting to the elbow that was coming around the upper chest, lower area of the throat. He's more so grabbing around his body. There's no way it's because of the elbow. Rose says the reason Panthers win is because Panthers have big teeth that can eat roosters and mostly animals. I don't know what you're talking about today. Real Ed says people watching the game at the stadium. He's not breathing well. Yeah, it probably is ribs then. But like he hasn't been hitting the ribs, so like he is clearly walking. I think it is broken ribs. God bless him. It's weird how this injury's happened though because he actually wasn't really contacted on the ribs, and it just must have been like an awkward way he came down or something like that. I don't know. Because he's barely walking right now. Damn, you hate to see that, man. You really do. You hate to see that. So it is going to be tackle one, however. It is going to be tackle one. And all right, let's get this back. Sorry, I put up a post in a Titans group just before. I'm glad people have taken it the correct way because it was pretty critical. The Eels now bring this ball to the 40 on third tackle. By the way, Warriors fans, I want to do a big shout out to you. Every time we do a Warriors stream, we're consistently having at least 200 people here, and by the end of the game, we sometimes get to around 400, 500 for a regular season game. You guys are massive supporters here, so it's awesome to see so many Warriors fans getting around the channel and enjoying the content that we produce. Obviously, I wish I could provide you more energy right now, but my team just sucks so bad that I'm still quite low on energy from the last piece of shit game. But I just want a big shout out to Warriors fans who are always getting around the channel because you're always turning up every single week. First tackle over the Warriors, and they're going to be at the, I think, 18 on their own side of the field to roll off Yannick Pereira. They roll it back, give it off to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, and he'll bring it up to 25, and there's a penalty! A penalty for the Warriors. Eels will strike the Wars with electricity. What is happening in this chat? First, we got Roger talking about teams eating other teams, which is a little bit on the dodgier side. But you do you. And now we've got someone saying striking Wars electricity and shit like that. What's happening? And well, I don't understand. You guys, it's weird. We've got someone talking about Eden's other team. What we doing? What we doing? And Gary says, over 200 watching, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, exactly right. Well, 10 minutes gone, 30 minutes to go the first half. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. There you go to Fisher Harris, and Fisher Harris will be at the 35. We'll say to you guys, though, it has been weird, you know, knowing that we're not going to see Jay be in the chat again. It really is just such a weird feeling. Never met him. Never met him, but obviously been around here for a very, very long time. It is weird knowing that it's just, we're never, Warriors, intercept by the Eels, they'll be taking it to 20. It is just such a weird feeling knowing that we're never going to see him call someone Muppet in the chat again. Rhett Quinn says, I'm a West fan, but just enjoy the channel. Get around you, Rhett. Well, that was just a specific shout out to Warriors during Warriors games. Like, I appreciate everyone who watches the channel and enjoys the content across all the different teams and whatnot. Even if you're a hater, because there are plenty of them when watching Titans games. But I appreciate everyone. It's just that I noticed that with Warriors games, they really fully get behind it. Eels knock on, and it's going to be Warriors ball at the 50. Good work there by the Wars, and they're going to go on to the attack for the first time this game. Oh, no, it's a penalty to the Eels. They will change the call and say that Alofiana Pereira was offside, and it will be a penalty. Okay, let's see. Does he get back? Well, he's well offside. Wow, he didn't even go back 7 metres. Dead set. Like, he got to the 50. The referee was back at about the 47. And he says, I broke a ribbon and punctured me lung. It doesn't tickle, believe me. Oh, well, you could tell that it didn't tickle. He could barely walk off, man. So that's going to hurt them in that number 9. So that means that Talon, well, not really. Talon de Silva, no offense to Riley Smith, but Talon de Silva will come on straight directly replacing in that number 9. And now the Eels, big run there, brings to the 35. Warriors, surely we're not doing this, are we? Surely we're not going to go through this over this game. Jack Williams, don't do it. Yeah, Loffy way offside. That's so lazy. It was very lazy there from Loff. He was well offside. So the Eels go quickly, and because they go quickly, it's a knock on. It's a knock on for Will Penasini. And the Warriors, well, actually, it wasn't even a knock on. He actually gets the boot to that, but he kicks it over the sideline anyways. That ball should come out at the 15 rather than the 25. Didn't even know it broke my rib for a couple of days either. Brenton says, yeah, it rocked me more than what I thought it would when you first told us he passed away. Yeah, that's what I said to Sundo when we were talking on Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, go follow BKRsport in the pinned comment. But that's what I was saying to Sundo. It's funny how social media can make you feel so attached to people that you've actually never met before. That's a penalty to the Warriors here at the 35, so they're going to get out of trouble and go into the attacking area for the first time of the day. They've really been struggling for good field position. But it's just so funny how you can never have met someone, but you can have that deep affiliation with them kind of deal. And obviously, we'd never met Jay, but he'd always been here for like 6-7 years worth of every stream, and he really enjoyed the channel. He was always backing us in and whatnot. So yeah, it did definitely hit us. But it's just so funny how it's effectively pixels on a screen, but yet you have that deep affiliation with people, and that goes to a lot of people here as well who are always here. So first tackle now at the 33. It's just Jay was obviously such a significant part of the channel. So Aaron Clark gets it to Tanner. Tanner at the 25. Nearly breaks through himself. He'll be at the 20 on the second tackle. Yeah, that is the good side of social media, guys. You're right. So they give it to Jackson Ford. Then forward to Aaron Clark and James Fisher-Harris. He's going to be at the 15 on third tackle. I know how to win money, just when you think Warriors will win, bet against them. That is true, but maybe not this time. Was Roger. No, we'll be taken down to the 3 on 4 tackle. 4 tackle. What on the hell is Pablo Chavez from the Perth Bears? What are you talking about? Aaron Clark, he's at the 13 on 5th tackle. 13 metres out. 30 metres gain. Tanner Boyd, short ball straight to the line. And you know who it is. Lecca the Hellasima. Lecca the Wrecker. He's straight on through. He's signing out of Mexico. Lecca Hellasima goes through. And we've been waiting for it because he's had a poor couple of weeks. But he goes right through the line here. And it is 6 points to 4 with 26 minutes to go. But it should be a 6-6 ball game. Way too good of a pass there from Tanner Boyd. Straight through the line. Bang. No chance of getting Lecca as soon as he gets that ball. Try time. It's a thing of beauty, poetry in motion. Absolute poetry there. Lecca the Wrecker. Too easy. Tanner did his thing, bro. Then he won't miss it. Tanner Boyd doesn't miss, Michael. Come on. Like, it's obvious. It's obvious. Kobe says, Perth Bears have began looking in Mexico and Iran for some key signings. I don't know if the body structures of Mexicans and Iranians are at the size level that we probably do need to see in rugby league. When I'm thinking of like countries and their size, maybe you want to try to infiltrate South Africa. That'd be big. Oh, dude, if you could try and infiltrate some form of South Africa to get some of their players, like some of their rugby bodies, mate, that'd be massive. But it's just that rugby union dominates South Africa so much. It's too similar of a game. And it's too far away from being able to... The time slot sucks so bad that you can't really watch the NRL too much in South Africa at a normal time. Some Russians in there, but Russians do have that build. Some definitely don't. It's kind of a mix between Russians. Charles says, good way to start. Let's go to the Warriors. Well, I wouldn't say it's a great way to start. You did go down 6-0. But with that being said, it's now 6-6 and you take that. But it wasn't a fantastic first 10 minutes. However, they've woken up since. Marcus says, tell us a story about Tanner, why he does not miss. Well, okay, so I'll tell you a story. So basically, when he takes a kick, he doesn't miss. So when I say he does not miss, it's because he doesn't miss. And guess what? He just didn't miss just then at 6-6. How about that? Gary said, I did raise a glass of red wine when Blaze broke the news about Jay. It was a big part of this amazing stream. Nah, massive. He's still here watching on, mate. Don't you worry. He's still waiting for the Ashes to come around next year to call you a muppet. Mitchell says, at this point, Perth should offer Jokic's brother a contract. The Jokic brothers. Well, you may as well get the Morris brothers in as well. First tackle now for the Warriors, and they'll be at the 15 through Jackson Ford. They get it out to Fisher-Harris, and he'll be at the 23 now in second tackle. Give him a bottle of vodka pre-game and watch him run wild. Now we're talking. A little bit of vodka to get you spiced up. He's now a Titans fan. He definitely is a Titans fan. He always was. So the Warriors, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, he's going to bring this ball to the 45. My super coach this week has been absolutely dreadful, so I'm so glad Lecker scored as well. Wade Egan, quick pass, Loffy. Oh, that was actually good defense there to stop that from being a breakaway try. That was good anticipation from the Eels. Otherwise, it was a guaranteed try to Loff. Go the Loff. Go the Loff. Edward to get around Parra. And Parra will get the ball here at the 12 through Joash Papali, and he'll bring it out to the 20. Don't forget, right after this, we have a belter of a game, guys. So we obviously had the embarrassment we saw before. We've got this game here that may be actually a close game, but we do have the Roosters Broncos right after this, which should be an absolute belter of a matchup. Should be a belter. So now the Eels, Joshua Dakar gets the ball to the 35 on third tackle. Gary's, we're all secret Titans fans. Absolutely. Every single one who is watching this stream is a Titans fan. You just haven't taken it onto your accountability yet. You haven't realised it yet. People don't realise it until far. Oh, knock on Parramatta. They've realised that's a mistake. That's a knock on from the Eels. And it'll be Warriors ball at the 35. That is a knock on. Knock on there. What a bad knock on. That is a pretty poor knock on for sure. That is a pretty poor knock-on. Seb says, he was a Muppet, but he was our Muppet. Can I make a request for a Muppet members GIF or whatever they're called? I think I do. I think there is Muppet. There is. We do have a Muppet members GIF. This one. It's Kermit the Frog, mate. We do have it. Gee whiz, how dare you think that I didn't have it? Of course I had a damn well Muppet GIF. I'm pretty certain Jay was the one to encourage that too. I'm pretty certain. All right, it's the second tackle here for the Warriors, and they're going to be at the 35 through Kurt Capewell. Now the 30. Back onto the attack. Let's see the defense here from the Eels. It has been the worst defense across the comp this year. And the Warriors the second best attacker this year. Tanner Boyd, short ball to Lecker the Wreck. Alasima, he's still moving and grooving. He'll be taken down to the 20 on third tackle. We have this Muppet logo said, but a J1 would be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll have a think about it, how we could do it. Luffy, Campo. Try time for the Loftmeister. Lofiana Campo scores a try. It's 10-6 here with the kick to come from the sideline. Too easy there for a Lofiana Khan Pereira. And it is 10 points to 6. Look at the speed. So smooth, so sweet, so undeniable. Lofiana Khan Pereira goes absolutely bang. And that's what he can do. And they punish the error. You've got to punish the error in rugby league, and they punish the error absolutely. 10-6, the Warriors get to come. Cheers, Johnny says. Chee, damn well who. It is sexy. I'm saying the Titans just scored a try. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Argue it. Tell me I'm wrong. Titan on Titan crime. Oh, is that scored on Brian Kelly, is it? That's funny because BK was the centre for Lofiana Khan Pereira, and now BK is the one who's allowing Lofi to get around him just then. So Lofiana Khan Pereira stretch. Eels are too slippery; they can't hold onto the ball. Well, this is true. This is definitely true. What you're saying here. He just brings the excitement, the big old Loftmeister. Classic BK. Is this like a trend on this channel now? Anytime there's something that happens with the Titans or an ex-Titan, we just get classic. It's just such an insult. I don't care. It's just such an insult to the Titans. Classic BK is such an insult to the Titans. And then today we just got repetitive comments of classic Titans. Oh my gosh, my club's a joke, bro. They really are. They really are just a joke, man. Oh, but I love him, but I hate him as well. I hate my club, but I love my club. Tanner Boyd is going to forfeit the kick, and it's going to stay 10-6. He never misses, but sometimes he's generous to the other team. 20 minutes to go here the first half, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. 20 minutes to go the first half. The Warriors lead 10-6. Luckily enough for the Eels, Tanner Boyd was generous to keep it close. Generous to keep it close. Good on Tanner to show some grace. Show some grace, Mitchell. He's a generous man. He's a beautiful, generous man. Yeah, so Riley Smith won't be back. I just heard a really significant English accent. Who's that bird? Who's that chick that... Who's that? Who's that? I've never heard... That was a really thick English accent there. I think it was real, like... Was it Cockney? Was it London? Reeks says, listen, all the suffering will make the inevitable first premiership feel all the better. Reeks, mate. I don't need your sympathy, bro. I don't need your sympathy. My reactions aren't to get you guys sympathy. My reactions are just my straight-up reactions. By the way, it was a sternum injury for Riley Smith, so it wasn't actually ribs. It was a sternum injury. Aaron Clark, they go to left-hand side. Roger. Tuivasa-Sheck to the 30 on third tackle. I know, Reeksa. I'm very, very well aware. I always say, I will not survive the night the Titans win the comp, and that's why I truly believe that God is not allowing the Titans to ever win, because he knows that I am going to die that night. He knows I'm done. I'm clocking out of life that night. I will not remember my name. I will not survive the night. First tackle in for the Eels at the 18. God bless Riley Smith. Want Parra to win. They can play good. Not sure what causes it. Or when do they play good? Second tackle here at the 22. I'll be here for the Panthers Eagles match tomorrow. I'm so sorry to hear. We'll find out where Manly are tomorrow. Yes, no, absolutely. We'll find out where they are. I think we all have a pretty good idea what will happen tomorrow, but we will find out what happens tomorrow. I would like to see Manly compete well with it, but I also could see Panthers winning by 40. I could see both options there. If Manly come in with the form confidence, they compete, but also the Panthers have enough to absolutely slap them too. What does that even mean? Can Titans hire Saudi people to fix it? Saudi people? What does Saudi people have to do with it? So first tackle here for the Warriors at the 10, and they give it off to Dallin Martinez-Lesniak off to Lofiana Khan-Pereira, then out to the left-hand side to Harris DeVita, and he'll be taken down to the 20 on second tackle. Saudi people. Dallin Martinez-Lesniak, he now brings his ball to the 30. Owners. But everyone's got a salary cap, so what are you suggesting? What does the financials do to differentiate it? And also, the Titans are actually a well-run business. Fun fact for you. They're actually one of the more well-run businesses in a comp. The only issue is that they're not a well-run rugby league team. But they are a well-run business. So that's going to be a 6 again here for the Warriors. On fit tackle, the 45, Kurt Catewell, left-hand side, Roger. Tuivasa-Sheck at the 20, the 15, the 10. Take it down to the 3. Just get up quickly. Is he allowed to score this? I think this is a try. I think they've just pushed him over the line here for a try. Try time. Eels, you are silly. Parramatta, you are silly. Roger stood up thinking the tackle was completed. The Eels have knocked him over for a try. He hasn't scored this try, Roger. The Eels just conceded an own try. For anyone who watches football, that's an own goal. That right there is an own goal. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck stood up because he thought the tackle was complete. The Eels actually come in and come over the top of the tackle and push him over the line to score. That is an own goal. This is an own goal. What a run from Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. He stood up thinking the tackle was completed, and then who is the tackler that pushes him over? I think it might be Penasini. What a run from... No, Penasini gets bumped off. Brian Kelly got bumped off early. Oh, no, it's Brian Kelly. Oh, it's Brian Kelly. Oh, no, it's Brian... Oh, he might have lost this ball still, Roger. Maybe the ball was released and it was on Brian Kelly's arm, which he may get lucky with, but this is an own goal. Classic BK. I think he loses that ball into the arm of Brian Kelly and then puts it down afterwards. This could be a knock-on here from Rog. That's not a quadruple movement, silly, because Brian Kelly has been the one to push him over, and they are going to go to the bunker. They're going to say this is a knock-on. They're going to say it's a knock-on. Yeah, it's going to be a lost ball. Same as Spurs over here, mate. Rich club, poor sports team. Yeah, well, they're not going to be a rich club if they get relegated. He's definitely lost that ball there. Yeah, so this is going to be Eels ball to 20. Knock on, they got very lucky. It was all BK, great defense. Fantastic work by BK. So it will come out to the 20. It'll be 6 tackles. Well, the Muppets just scored against themselves. It was an own goal, but it will be taken away because he does lose the ball before he puts it down. BK going to be fuming. He might lose his tries. I feel so sorry for BK because he is such an amazing man. He is such an amazing dude off field. But the criticism for him on field is completely justified. So the Eels now are going to be first tackle here at the 25 on their own side of the field. And now they'll be at the 35. Is that Tuolangi's come on the field? Number 18 here. That is... Oh, Lorenzo... No, that's not Lorenzo Talatona. 18 is Calvin Tuolangi, yeah, and he actually moved into the starting side. 4th tackle now for the Eels there at the 45. Nate says only the Eels could screw that up enough to get an advantage from it. Yeah, exactly. That is a great way to put the Eels. Screw it up enough to get the advantage from it. So the Eels will kick this ball over the sideline at the 10. So it's going to be Warriors ball at the 10 with 17 minutes left. Mate, they hold so many events at the new stadium, concerts, boxing, NFL, etc. They won't lose that money. Richest club outside the Premier League. Richest club outside the Premier League, correct? But I think you're underestimating how much money you're about to lose going from the Premier League to the Championship. Yeah. But we're not going to go down too far into a football discussion because obviously this is a rugby league stream. But there was a post that I saw from an official source the other day showing how much money that Tottenham will lose. And because they're still paying back the stadium, mind you. You've got to remember, they're still paying back the billions that they owe for the stadium that they built. The Warriors will get this ball to the 35, so not only are they losing the revenue, they won't have the Premier League intake from the domestic viewership and also the international viewership. 6 again here for the Warriors, they'll be at the 50, but they'll pretty much be solely relying upon one, selling out the stadium, but also two, which is very, very doubtful, to the domestic viewership of Championship, which is far significantly less. So you lose the money from the Premier League to the Championship individually as well. Trust me, it's a lot of money they're about to lose. 4th tackle now, and every year it compounds. Out to the right, Taintua Picky, Dylan Martinez Lesniak, Dylan Martinez Lesniak with a try time for the Warriors. Dylan Martinez Lesniak, try time for the Warriors. Too easy there. Taintua Picky goes through and then gets the ball back underneath to Dallin. And it's a try time for the Warriors. And they're not going to be taking this one off of him. Tanner Boyd, Taintua Picky, straight through Ronald Volkman, flicks it back to Dallin. And he bumps off of Ronald Volkman again and then scores a try. Try time for Dallin. New York. Not been a good start for the 2026 preseason premiers. Not been a great start, that's for sure. That's for sure. Try confirmed for the Wars. 15 minutes to go first half. I'm always down for Tottenham slander, even on Rugby League Saturday. Well, they play tonight, don't they? I know we don't play until Tuesday. My birthday's on Monday. And that night, I'm going to have a good night here in Bouvienne. Or in Ho Chi Minh in general. But I'll stay up to watch that at 2 a.m. Oh, Leeds won 3-1 today, Bella. I'll Tottenham play Villa on my birthday on May 4th, Monday. It's Arsenal's today. I'm going to go watch them. Come on, Fulham. So, big kick even the sideline for Tanner Boyd. Big kick. Gary says there's the excitement. Man, I'm trying to move on for the last game. But you understand, like, again, I do it on a public level. But for everyone here who watches their games on a private level, the way I react is pretty much exactly how everybody here reacts for their team. But just imagine having to watch that piece of shit performance in the last game and then having to stream 2 more games today. You know what I mean? It's so difficult, but we do our best, bro. We do our best. Yeah, birthday's May 4th, Olivia said. My birthday's on Monday. Smoga says, everyone, regarding tomorrow's game, Panthers-Eagles, who do you think will win? Panthers by a lot. In my opinion. And Tanner Boyd is very generous today. Shut up, Brenton. He's very generous today. Very, very generous today, Tanner Boyd. Says 14-6 to the Warriors. Happy birthday, mate. Have a great one. What's not my birthday today? We've got another May the 4th be with you. Don't worry, Olivia. Every single man in his dog always says May the 4th be with you. Cosip says Miami GP in the morning as well. Hope Piastri can get a decent run. I wish my dad was more into car racing when I was younger, but he never was. He was always manly, rugby league. So I was never able to get into it. I'm actually surprised I became such a passionate fan of all sport worldwide, but just never really got into the cars. I'd love to go to it. And I loved the movie F1, but I also know that would be not a great reflection of what F1 actually is as well. Just a very much hype version of it. Second tackle now to 20. I won't be with you on 4th, mate. Well, I know because we won't be streaming. Like my dad's into baseball. My dad wasn't into baseball, but I love my baseball. I love my Cubbies. Out of the right-hand side for Taintua Piki, and Taintua Piki's going to be at the 35 on 4 tackle. Just think, could be worse. You could still be at all those Titans games, then mental would be down hard. Seb, you have no idea how grateful I am I decided to travel the world from last year. And when people say, when are you coming back? When the club gives me a reason to come back is when I'll come back. At the end of the day, I'm still supporting passionately from wherever I'm in the world, but I am not coming back until I have a reason to come back because I refuse to go to every single game, as I did for many, many years. Eels get the ball to the 25 from first tackle. I refuse to go to every single game, be told what I could do, mind you, but also, secondly, to watch the same shit week in, week out. So I am happy to support my club from afar. And I know, and everyone knows I'm just as passionate regardless, but I'm not doing that to my mental health, putting all that money in to watch week in, week out this same bullshit. So go out to the left here, Junior Bolo to the 45 on 4 tackle. 12 minutes and 45 seconds to go here the first half. I love my Red Sox, but they are dog shit right now. Go the Cubbies. Go Cubs, go. Ronald Volkman out of the left, and there's a knock on from the Eels. You know that's coming. Warriors ball at the 45. There's the knock on that we were waiting for. You want to come back, though, to hear something. True, Olivia. That's what I'm missing. That is what I'm missing. I've watched the World Cup softball under 18s today. So, Devron, I love my sport, but I'll be honest with you, I was not watching the World Cup softball under 18s today. I'll be honest with you, brother. Australia, New Zealand, what a game. Massive. Massive game, bro. Knock on buddy Eels. Went to Cubs vs Padres spring training, saw 10-year anniversary trophy. Mate, Wrigley Field, that's the place, bro. That's the place. So Roger Tuivasa-Sheck at the 50. And you don't have to sleep on the top of the mountains either to do it. So that's also a bonus. Yeah, tell Sam that. When you see Sam come into the chat, Seb, tell him again. Tell him again that when he books Airbnbs, he's actually banned from booking Airbnb. And I really should have sent an email to the owners of Airbnb to tell him to be permanently banned from booking Airbnbs. So that's Tanner Boyd, knock on from the Warriors, and the Eels will get the ball now to 35 and out to the 40 on first tackle. 11.5 minutes to go here the first half. How did he get banned? I want him banned because he booked us in Townsville for a Titans-Cowboys game in North Queensland. He booked us on the top of the one mountain in the centre of Townsville, and it was so steep like this, and it was so hot, it was disgusting. So first tackle over the Eels. There at the 30, there was a 0 tackle from the knock on. Now it's first tackle at the 30. The Eels will go on to the attack. They go out to the right, off to Moses. Moses then to Papali. He gets away from one tackle, and he'll be taken down to the 20 on second tackle. I really want to go to a Bulls home game one day, and Etihad wants to get the money. Chicago Bulls is fun, but also don't expect much. Third tackle at the 15. Don't expect a win. But Chicago Bulls was fun. I loved going to the United Centre. I went there like 10 times when my stay. Eels Adokar steps. He goes in himself. He backs himself in. He will be held up. That's good scramble defense from the Warriors. That's good scramble defense from the Warriors. 10 minutes to go here the first half here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. They're going to check this in the bunker, but this is a no try. I'm pretty certain this is a no try. And they have called it as a no try originally. It was that steep that they had Sherpas to carry the bags up to the Airbnb. You're right. Adokar is confident he scores this. But you were going to need to see the ball physically touch the ground because it was called a no try on field. No. That's a no try. He's been held up. Adokar, I don't know why you're celebrating, bro, because that is not touching the ground. The ball always remains up. This is a no try, 1,000,000%. So I don't know why Adokar is putting his finger up to celebrate this. And he's saying, yes, yes, yes. Bro, it's an obvious no try. Like, it's obvious. I don't even know why he was trying to continue to sell that. But yeah, I actually went to a seminar with, what was his name? Really motivational speaker. Was it Dane something? No. One of the biggest motivational speakers in the world. I did that at the United Centre and he was awesome. I can't remember his name though. So 4 tackled here for the Eels. They're going to be at the 10. 10 minutes to go here the first half. Wade Egan will come off for a HIA, so he won't come back until the second half. Tony something. You're right, Mo. That's the one. Tony something. Oh, man. This was like 7 years ago now, but he was awesome to go to, and it was in the middle of it. Tony Robinson. That's the one. Yeah, he was awesome. I was there for his seminar at the United Centre. Brilliant. Robbins. That's the one. Tony Robbins. Robbins. Yeah, him. He was fantastic. 6 again for the Eels. So at the 24, I got to sit literally where Michael Jordan was killing the NBA. You know what I mean? It was just an unreal experience. Ginobolo at the 15 on second tackle. I go out to the left, off to Mitchell Moses. Moses then to run on Volkman. Volkman on the knee to Sean Russell. And Russell's going to be 9 metres out from the line. Third tackle. And now out to Volkman. Volkman at the 10 to Mitchell Moses. Moses at the back. Quick passing. That's forward for sure. Yep. And he's over the sideline regardless. But a knock-on forward pass, whatever you want to call it. It's a no try for the Eels. And the Warriors are going to get the ball here at the 10. Cosgrove says, I usually go for Miami. I first started watching college football and I go for LSU. So when Jarvis Landry was drafted, the Dolphins started following them. So a lot of Americans are actually like you. They prefer college to, NFL-wise, they prefer college ball to the main stage, the NFL. Not enough gas, my friend. Not enough gas, but it's forward knock-on anyway. Forward pass knock-on, all the above is what that was. Parramatta are having a crack here, but they're still not good enough. So the Warriors bring it out to the 15, but don't worry about that because it's going to be a penalty to the Warriors, Ronald Volkman. He will give away the penalty. And it is all systems go now for the Warriors to get back into attacking position. I just don't believe that when the Eels have gone behind in this game, I don't think they can come back. And as a commentator, I shouldn't be saying that. But I also don't care. I'm here to be honest with you guys. I don't think the Eels have enough in them to come back in this game. Because this season has been just really poor to watch them. You know, I feel embarrassed about my team, and I'm sure Eels fans feel embarrassed about their team. And if you disagree with me and you want to tell me that I'm wrong, I'm about to remind you about a 52-10 loss to the team that I'm calling pathetic and embarrassing right now, the Titans that I support. So if you want to tell me that the Eels have been okay and that they're just in a bit of a slump, well, they lost 52-10 to the damn well Titans who were pathetic, so I think that you can understand where I'm coming from. Fourth tackle now at the 35. And Sam Healy is going to go to the left-hand side, off to... I'm not too sure who that is. 18 for the Warriors. Who's that? Oh, Eddie and Maituava. Okay. Warriors put it up. Oh, that's a good take by... That's a fantastic take by Joash Papali. Come William Penasini for a try. He's been disappointed these last couple of years. I was expecting him for great things. He never really kicked on. Give me a migraine. I feel ya, Devron. I feel ya. Bad year for yellow and blue colour teams. Shut up, man. Leave me alone, Bob. Aspects and Dragons lost to both the Titans and Eels. I know it's beautiful, isn't it? Fourth tackle now for the Eels at the 20. But if you look at both of those games, they were awful games. Like both teams in both games played awful. But the Dragons just played worse, you know? In the last couple of years. Olivia, you've got a Titans logo next to your name. You are a Titans fan. Why don't you leave us alone? You have got a Titans logo next to your name. I refuse to believe Will Penasini doesn't bet on himself. Terry Rozier style. Terry Rozier style is crazy. First tackle now for the Warriors at the 30. They get it to Dallin Martinez-Lesniak, and he'll run it to the 35 on second tackle. And now they'll bring it to the 45 through Adam Pompey on third tackle. One more try here for the Warriors would really start to blow this game out for mine. Because the Eels have scored first in a couple of games this year before they got inevitably blown out. Out to Tanner Boyd, right through. Oh, jeez. Jack Williams just saved that from being a guaranteed try. And now it's going to be last tackle. Chanel Harris-Tavita puts that one up. The chase is decent, but no, it's not, actually. There's an escort. That's why. I knew the chase looked decent, but then there was no play even close, so I knew there had to be some form of there had to be something, and there was. There was an escort. There we go. Must be blind. I thought it was a dog. No, it's a Titans logo, Olivia, so you are a Titans fan. I think the Eels are challenging this. Damn, okay. They are challenging this. Cool. Challenging an escort is an interesting decision. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off here. If there is any form of contact here, and if he has shown any form of a change of direction, it's 100% a penalty. Stupid challenge. Challenging an escort is one of the dumbest things you can do in rugby league. Challenging an escort is so stupid. If you show even a smidgen of intent of the ball's here, and you just go, like that, that's an escort. If they've already called it, because they will say that you have adjusted your direction, even slightly. Because the on-field call was an escort, never challenge that. Because if you challenge that, 99% of the time, you are going to be done and you are going to lose your challenge. First tackle here at the 5. So dumb from Parramatta to challenge that call just then. They took one quick look at it, HuddleSeaman.com. They took one brief look at it for 0.2 of a second, said, escort, done. Such a dumb challenge. Need Loffy to score 2 or more and Boyd 4 more points. Oh, that's entirely possible. How much do you win? So it's Dragons only 2 points behind Melbourne. Any other year, you'd be happy with that. Sure, Samuel, but that's with a bye. I don't believe the Storm have had a bye. Have the Storm had a bye yet? No, the Storm have not had a bye yet. They've got 2 wins to their name. So technically speaking, they are actually in 14th position. Because both Parramatta Titans have had a bye above them. By the way, Bulldogs fans, you should be very grateful for the Raiders today, because if the Titans had won, you would have been down in the dumps. You would have been down below them too. Storm have been the bye for 7 straight teams. That's true, Clown, mate. That's true. They're just spewing that they haven't played the Titans or the Eels. Well, they did play the Eels in the first game. They're just spewing they haven't played the Titans yet to really force them into some momentum. They're just really disappointed they haven't been able to play themselves into form against the Gold Coast Titans. 4 tackle. And they get the offload away to Sean Russell. Look at the Cowboys. That's what they did. Use the Titans as a platform. Look at the Dolphins. What they did. And they fell off again. Bolo, Moses, quick passing. Papali, Patasini. Off to BK. BK to 25. He's lost the ball. It's probably going to be a strip, though. Unless he's just making a tackle here. No, they're going to say it's a play the ball. They're going to say it's not a strip. And the Eels, you don't have a challenge. Well, this is a comment to note. Don't challenge stupid shit. Onus is on the ball carrier, though. Round 12, Bulldogs versus Storm at course 8 in the Battle of Disappointment. I don't want to stream it. I will stream it. I don't want to stream that game. I really, really, really don't want to stream that game. And I was about to say, I'm surprised I haven't seen a classic BK comment yet, but there's the classic BK comment in the chat. Storm last 6 games is going to be a nightmare. Storm last 6 games is going to be a nightmare. Vay Mulgar gets the ball to the 30 on second tackle. Sounds like a great time. Bulldogs versus Storm sounds like an absolutely awful time. Awful. Second tackle for the Warriors at the 35 and Tane Twalpiki. He'll bring it out now to the 38 on third tackle. 3 minutes to go here of the first half. And Sam Healy, nice little run to the 50. Well, Sam Healy's going to play the rest of this game with Wade Egan being out. I don't know if he's failed or been successful with his HIA. Quick passing. Warriors nearly get through. Will be fit tackle now to 35. Eels side, Roger, Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd whacks that ball up. The chase through is good. Oh, it's a massive hit from Leka Alasema. He really is Leka the Wrecker, son. He really is Leka the damn well wrecker. My goodness. He's on 52 points on Supercoach already. I'm definitely happy with that. Third tackle now for the Eels. I've been praying for the Storm downfall since September 30th, 2012 at approximately 9:30 p.m. Why would that be? Is that because you lost the grand final? Does. Fourth tackle now at the 20. Is that because you lost the grand final? Fifth tackle here at the 30 with 2 minutes to go here the first half. 28-metre gain. Not a good gain there from the Eels at all, and that's it. And Moses, his stocks have fallen this year. Not that it's all his fault, but it's not like he's done anything to really change the direction of this team. Tane Tuapiki gets his ball to 25, which is what he did last year. The Eels were so bad until Mitchell Moses came back, and then he turned them into a pretty good team. But that was still with Dylan Brown, wasn't it? That was when they still had Dylan Brown and Moses together, yeah? I really do think it comes down to the fact that these halves are not working alongside each other. I reckon Storm beat Broncos 14-4 in a couple of weeks. What? Why? What a random scoreline. 14-4 against the Broncos. Good luck. Good luck, I specs. Fifth tackle, 41-metre gain. You reckon the Broncos only score 4 points against whatever that Storm defense is right now? You reckon. And penalty to the Warriors. They may take the 2 here. And it's another escort, and it's from Will Penasini. So the Warriors have a chance to take the 2 from the left-hand touch line, or they've got 1 minute to chance their arm at a try. About 10 in from touch. I would not be surprised if they still take a 2-pointer here. We don't play them until September. Have Broncos played Bulldogs already? I can't think. Is that a rage? But yeah, they are going to the 2 points here. Is that a rage bait score prediction? I think it is. I think 14-4 is a rage bait score prediction. There's 30 seconds to go. They are just going to take the 2. If Broncos have everyone back, he's on to something. I am going to run up to the bathroom here at halftime, guys, before we run into these stats. I don't really have a break in between the last game and this one. We've still got a whole game and a half. We've got Roosters versus the Broncos right after this one. If Broncos have everyone back, he's on to something. Jeez. Tanner Boyd. They will go into halftime in front, but will it be by 10? Broncos beat the Bulldogs in round 8. Oh, yeah, of course. They beat them last week. Forget me, lads. Forget me. All right, Mo, have a good one, mate. Too bad the Dragons lost the bye this week, but you're a passionate supporter. Get around you, but have a good one. And Tanner Boyd does not miss. 16 points to 6 at half-time. 16 points to 6 at half-time. And the Warriors, look, it wasn't perfect, but it was well and truly deserved to be up 16 points to 6, and they really should go on with this in the second half and put a score through. But long way to go here, long 40 minutes to go. There's still only 10 points in it. We'll see how it all pans out. But guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'm just going to run off to the bathroom here, and then I'll be back to go through the stats in a moment. Now, am I surprised that I'm about to leave the stream for 2 seconds with Mitchell Moses complaining to the referee? Absolutely not. I'll be back in a moment. All right, let's get rock and rolling with these stats. Let's smash through the stats here at halftime and read out what we're going through. By the way, maybe this year, Warriors, maybe this year with the fact that they are potentially about to go equal first position on the ladder. But guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Let's get into the stats here for today. So, score is 16-6 for the Warriors. And it's at CommBank Stadium in Sydney. The try scorer for the Eels was Ronald Volkman. Actually scored the first try of the game. And the conversion was 1-from-1 with Mitchell Moses. Whilst the Warriors, Leka Halasima, Alofiana Campera, and Dalmatine Zalesniak, and the conversions, 1 from 3 from Tanner Boyd, with a penalty goal being another 2 points there for them. That's why it's 16-6. We go to the possession, essentially equal. 52% for the Warriors, 48% to the Eels, so both got a similar amount of ball. Time of possession, we're not seeing an amazing amount, but at least it's hitting the 25-minute threshold. 12 minutes 40 for the Eels, 13 minutes 13 for the Warriors, so pretty much 26 minutes. It's okay, it's past the threshold of 25 minutes, but we've been seeing some healthy games with 28, 29 of late, which is why I would have liked to see a little bit more, but it's still past the 25. Now, completion rate, 80% is what you're looking for here. The Eels are at 73%, 14 from 19, so they are not good enough. It's not into the 75 where it's like close enough, but still not great, but it's okay. But 73% is going below that, so it's not fantastic at all. Whilst for the Warriors, they're at 82%, which is 19 from 23, so they're going past the 80% marker. They're very, very happy with that, to be fair. You aren't complaining with the 82% completion rate. You go to the runs. The Eels 80 runs for 769 run meters, so they're only 31 run meters behind the 10 meters in average per run. They're getting quite a few run meters behind them, whilst the Warriors are at 89 runs for 883 run meters. So they're only 7 meters behind the 10 meters in average per run. They're effectively getting it. So they're very happy with their run meters to their runs equivalents. And then for the Eels being 31 meters down, I'm pretty happy to give them 10. It's a little bit unfair, but I'll give them 10 per run, 90 extra meters. They would be at 759, which would still be about 30 odd below where the Warriors are. So it's quite equal. It's not equal, but it's quite equal in regards to, it's very similar with the run meters to the runs department. It's just the Eels have got the 9 less runs. You go to the post-contact meters, 250 for the Eels, 300 for the Warriors. So that's with 9 extra runs. You're not seeing 50 meters and 9 runs, in my opinion. They're probably more so around the 285 to 290 marker, so it's still pretty close. Now it's 90 for 304. You'd probably see the Eels get up to about the 285 to 290. So it'd still be slightly behind, but again, it's very equal in regards to run meters today, post-contact and just regular run meters. Line breaks, though, Warriors 4, Eels 2. That's a big gap. 4 line breaks and a half is pretty big. And then tackle breaks, well, the Warriors have got 22 and the Eels have got 16. So that means that the Warriors aren't missing an amazing amount of tackles. They're still missing a few. It's still average, but not an amazing amount of tackles. But what's interesting here is when you look at the average set distance. So the Eels have got less meters, less runs, and on an equivalent level, you're probably suggesting they're a little bit behind the Warriors in the run meters. But the average set distance, 25 meters and below, is pathetic. Turn the stream off. 25 to 30 is disgusting. 30 to 35 is underwhelming. 35 to 40 is hitting the marker. 40 to 45 is great. 45 to 50 is fantastic. And 50 plus is perfect. The Eels are 40.51, so they're in the great category. They're making a lot of meters on an average set. Well, the Warriors are 38.83, so they're 2 meters behind the Eels right now. And that's in the hitting the marker category. So they're only separated by 2 meters, but it's surprising to see the Eels are actually getting better on the average set distance than what the Warriors are. That is interesting. That's 2 meters separating them. Then we go to the average play the ball speed. 3.19 below is extremely fast. 3.2 to 3.39 is fast. 3.4 to 3.59 is average. 3.6 to 3.79 is slow. And 3.8 and above is extremely slow. 3.48 seconds for the Eels. 3.4 seconds for the Warriors. They're both in the average category, right on the precipice there for the Warriors, the fast. But they're only 0.08 seconds separating the two. So pretty similar for the both of them. And then we go to offloads. It's 3-1 Warriors, so not many offloads in this game at all, especially for the Eels. They love an offload. Not today, obviously. Kick defusal, 100% for the Eels, 0% for the Warriors. And then you go to the effective tackle percentage, and this is a pretty crucial part of the game, and why it's being won by the Wilds right now. 85% and below is awful. 85% to 88% is underwhelming. 88% to 90% is hitting the marker, and 90% and above is basically perfect. The Eels are at 86.15%. So that's in the underwhelming category. It's not quite there. 168 tackles made is in the middle of the typical 160 to 180, whilst the 22 missed tackles is about 5 above the average of 15 to 17 missed tackles, and the ineffective tackles is 5 is the lower end of the average of 5 to 7. So 27 bad tackles in the first half through a pretty typical range of 168 is bringing you down to that 86.15, which is underwhelming. But for the Warriors, Brilliant. 90.77%. You're not complaining at all. 177 tackles made is getting up there, but it's still in that typical range of 160 to 180. 16 missed tackles. It's bang smack in the middle of the average of 15 to 17. And the ineffective tackles is only 2. So that average is 5 to 7. They're 3 underneath that. So 18 bad tackles in the first half to 177 tackles made. That's fantastic stuff. Whilst the Eels, they've got the 27 bad tackles made, so an extra 9 bad tackles, but also that's with the 9 less tackles made as well. So the Warriors are winning the defensive department clearly, and then you go to the errors. Surprising to see the Eels are only at 6 considering, but 3 errors and below is really bad. 3 errors and below is really good. 4 to 6 is average. 7 above is awful. Eels are at 6, Warriors are at 4. Both in the average category. They're both at a pretty similar rate. Warriors at the lower end of the average. Eels at the higher end of the average, but still in the average. Eels definitely need to limit it. They're only 1 away from going into that awful category. But with that being said, it's not as bad as I thought it would actually be. But the Eels are giving away a lot of penalties. 5 penalties to 1 against them. Really ill-disciplined. And the ruck infringements are 4-3 against the Warriors. So that's 8 infringements effectively against the Eels to the 5 against the Warriors. Big gap there. 8 infringements to 5. 6 errors to 4. And both against the Eels. So, that's where they're losing this game. So overall, I think the Warriors go on with this game, but it is closer on the stats than you would suggest, but than you would think. Watching on the eye test, it looks like the Eels don't even have a chance here. They just don't look like they're going to be able to put it over the line, but it is only a 10-point game. It's not that far separating. If they can limit the errors and the penalties, they can still win this game here, the Eels. I don't back it in. I think the Warriors just go on with this. However, they still can. It's not out of the equation. It's not out of the equation, technically. But we will see. We will see. A long way to go here. Still 40 minutes to go. Contrap says, we all know the Wars are going to win. They might as well call it early and move on to the next. Broncos got Walshy back up tonight. I'm hoping they put 60 on the Cox. Okay. The Broncos Roosters tonight should be a good game. I'm pretty confident the Roosters win that game pretty well. I'm pretty confident. And that's a surprise because the Broncos have played some good footy without their main stars the last couple of weeks. You typically will expect them to improve when they get their main stars back, but it doesn't necessarily happen to be the case. A lot of the guys that come in when the stars are out are playing for a career, whilst the guys who are already getting immediately back into the team off of an injury can have those rough ones. So whilst the Broncos could come in and have a crack, I do feel like they're going from a good current team of the Tigers into who was the game last week? Into a poor Bulldogs team right now. But this Roosters team for mine just have a lot in them that they could blow this game out. I don't know if it happens, but I could actually see a world the Roosters win this game well. I do. I could see a world the Roosters could win this game well. Jess, it's good morning from sunny UK. Good morning, Jess, but unfortunately you're a liar. Because it's never sunny in the UK. Never. No way. No damn well way, Jess. No way. Gary says, morning Jess, lovely and sunny here in London too. Another liar here in the chat. Although Blades will never surrender to warm, sunny weather here in the UK. Well, it's because it's not true. Look at the Gold Coast, beautiful, sunny. Right now, Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, beautiful, sunny. Gold Coast, Australia, everywhere Australia. Everywhere in the world gets sun except for England, especially London. No way. No way. You're a liar. You got to stop lying. You got to stop lying to us, but most importantly, you got to stop lying to yourself. You got to stop lying to yourself. Gee whiz, I'm just thinking about you here. I'm a caring man. Nate says, if you're a WAR supporter and you haven't liked this stream, you're not a real WAR supporter. That's true. You do have to hit the like button if you want to be regarded as a true fan of the team. I've missed that face being on my TV. Wow. Mate, I'm still here. I've always been on the TV, don't you worry. And he says, if you're talking about Paddy, Olivia, then I agree. Oh my gosh, look at what's going on here. What's happening? What are we doing? They hurt my feelings last week. That doesn't surprise me. Cosrip, yeah, doesn't surprise me. But I'm going to crack a beer. I'm going to crack a Tiger beer because of that last game. Because of that last game. You're sending me to be an alcoholic here, Titans. You're sending me to alcoholism. You dogs. Unbelievable. Katie says up the wires. You're on the phone, not on TV. No, I'm always on the phone and the TV. I'm everywhere, man. Apparently, as you guys saw on my Instagram the other day, I'm being played in a pub right now. So, so the Warriors are about to come out to the field. Barnes is away in Vietnam because I can. That's why. I basically live here, man. I've just been in Thailand for the last month and a half, and now I'm here for probably about 2 months, maybe 3 months. Again, I'm probably going to go to Da Nang for about a month or a couple of weeks or whatever next month. I permanently travel. I'm able to stream the games and commentate and watch the sport that I love and all the sports around the world that I love whilst traveling the world, man. It's pretty good. So, yeah, that's why I'm in Vietnam. It's an unbelievable country. So cheap. Unbelievable in regards to things to do. Cultural, fantastic. Like the other night, we finished off the game. I think it was not Cowboys. It was the Thursday night game. It was the Thursday night. Oh, no. Yeah, we finished off the women's game. Between New South Wales and Queensland, and then it was reunification day here in Vietnam. Just so culturally impressive, and plus also food's brilliant, so inexpensive. Love Vietnam. It's good stuff. All right, the Eels are back out in the field. Some of the Warriors. Second half is about to start. Let's know who you think wins. Kia ora, bro. How are you? Love your live reviews. Go to Mighty Warriors. Get around your latest stuff. Get around you. Good man, Blazo. Up with the Tiger beer, mate. It's actually good, isn't it? So you've had Tiger beer before, have you? Is this Vietnamese or is this not? Where is it actually from? Is it like a Thailand beer or is it a Vietnamese beer? I don't know. I'm actually not sure. But I like it. I think it's good. They did show Paddy, but I'll take both. Being an alcoholic is a good thing. Don't let them tell you otherwise. You are a Tigers fan, so that makes sense coming from you. I had it once, loved it. No, it's so good, man. Not sponsored by Tiger Beer. We're not sponsored by Tiger Beer, but hey, listen, if you want to sponsor Tiger Beer, hit me up. Hit me up. It's from Singapore. Is it really? Yeah, of course a Tigers fan would know where the alcohol's from. Of course you would. Where is Tiger Beer from? To be fair, Sport and Beer. It is from Singapore, yeah. Malayan Breweries. By Malayan Breweries. Well, that makes me think Malaysia, but it was launched in Singapore in 1932 by Malayan Breweries Limited. That sounds Malaysian, though. I'm starting to get a little bit iffy. VB's the good shit. No, it is not. No, it is not. But it's a great tune. VB is... Oh, Warriors get this ball. That's the tune, yeah? Am I so far gone from Australia that I forgot my own culture? The Warriors on second tackle, bring it to the 30. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'm having a Coke Zero. Love to see it, Olivia. Love to see it. Titans have sent me in the opposite direction. Who do you think is going to win, Broncos versus Roosters? I'm tipping the Roosters, but it's going to be a great game. We'll obviously be live for Orlando Plays, but it's going to be a great game. Fourth tackle now for the Warriors at the 45. And Tane Twalpicki to the 50 now on fifth tackle. I'm having coffee with 2 bacon rolls. That's, oh my gosh, 2 bacon rolls? Now we're talking. Now we're really talking. Big up the Aussies in Perth tonight throwing hands. Who's fighting tonight in the UFC? I know Nikita Zoo is fighting, I think, maybe tomorrow, but who's fighting the UFC tonight in Australia? Usually it's on a Sunday during the day, isn't it? First tackle in for the Eels, the 15, and they get it back here to Sean Russell, and Russell will be at the 20 on second tackle. Breakfast here in rainy London. Yeah, look, it's always raining in London, though, guys. Third tackle, you just need to say London, we understand. Yeah. Oh, JDM, fair enough. The Eels, Dylan Walker. And now the Eels will be at the 40 on fourth tackle. Jack Della Madalena, yeah. I'm surprised, though, because usually that's on a Sunday during the day in the Arvo, no? Fifth tackle, Kelma Tuolangi. He'll be at the 50. And they get about a 38-metre gain. It's okay. Like, it's hit the marker. You're not upset with it. Anyone who only has, like, if you have breakfast in the morning and you get, like, a brekkie roll or, like, a bacon egg roll, if you only have one, that just doesn't fly with me. It doesn't fly with me. If you only have one, it's disappointing to eat, really. You have to have 2. How do you get full from 1? It just doesn't make sense to me. They go to the right, and it's going to be Dallin Martinez-Lesniak who brings it out of the 25 on third tackle. It's normally Sunday like 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., 9 p.m. main card tonight. It's unusual, but about it. Well, that'll be a good time slot for Americans to watch, I guess. Fourth tackle now. Well, decent time slot. It'll be early morning for them, but... Fifth tackle. It's like a Paul Gal fight. It's like a boxing fight night is what that time slot's suggesting. So they'll kick that one down here to the 10. Do you know Welsh is back? Well, the thing is, Orlando Plays, is that Welsh isn't back. There's a penalty for the Eels. Welsh is not back. Reece, Welsh is back. Yes, Welsh not back. No, Welsh is actually the language of a country. Welsh isn't a player in rugby league. It's It's actually the language of a country called Wales, yes. So that's a penalty for high contact here against the Warriors, and the Eels have actually started off the second half all right. Scott Booth says Tiger 65.99, Dan Murphy's 330 milliliters, bottles 24. I have no idea if that's good or not anymore. I've been away from Australia for about a year and a half now, so I actually don't even know if that's like a good price or if that's expensive. I really don't even know. The Eels now, they'll bring the ball to the 40 on first tackle, 42 on first tackle. Lightweights, absolutely. You go to Hungry Jack's and you get one brekkie wrap. Get a grip of yourself, really. Get a grip of yourself, really. Shit whiz. You need to get a grip of yourself if you're only getting one brekkie wrap. Unbelievable. The Eels will get the ball through Jack Williams to the 35 on third tackle. I will say the Eels have started off the second half better in the first 4 minutes. I'm still surprised that Parramatta have only had 2 offloads in this game. They usually have like 8 at half time. They go to the right to Junior Bolo. Bolo, it hits the bag on the ground for tackle. Papali taken out of the 15. One brekkie wrap deserves a brekkie slap. That is absolutely fact. Mitchell Moses, not the greatest of kicks there, but the Eels will catch it. And Brian Kelly, that's what BK does. That's also classic BK. That is also classic BK. Try time here for Will Penasini. That is an amazing catch and an amazing offload from BK. He's either so bad or he's so good, and right there, it is so good. Try time in Parramatta at 16-10 to the Warriors with a kick to come to the Eels. That is amazing, because this kick from Mitchell Moses isn't spectacular, but Brian Kelly comes down with it, and I don't know how he offloads this ball, but he offloads it, and it just is spectacular. Wowee. BK, up he goes. Look at the offload from BK. That is unreal, man. Will Penasini with the try time. If I'm getting any out brekkie, I'm going to... the chorizo brekkie burrito is so good. Yeah, it is. It's unbelievable. I used to smash those when I was back on the Goldie. But you got to love that from BK, man. And Penasini, God bless him, he is down injured right now. But you got to love that. BK is just such a Rocks and Diamonds player, man. Such a Rocks and Diamonds player. It's ridiculous. It actually is amazing how he can do it. Where's his top draw there? Well, either way, it's fit tackles, so he's going to be releasing that ball, even if there wasn't a play there. I've had GYG for ages. Neither have I, because obviously I've been away, but love GYG. Oh, hold on. He's saying time off here. Oh, Warriors fans started cheering, thinking that it was going to be a no try. The Warriors fans started cheering, thinking it was going to be a no try because the ref said time off. But it wasn't because of that. He was just saying, just hold up a second, try confirmed. That's too funny. Mitchell Moses, this is a big kick, because if you get this, it'll only be 4 points, and you can actually take the lead with the next one. Loud Warriors fans there, though, that did make some noise thinking they were going to get the ball. Moses will slip and slide it right past the post. It is 16-10 to the Warriors. He misses the kick. Ref trolling Waz fans. Yeah, pretty much, man. Who is this English lass who's on the commentary? Kirsten Duke. Is this her first time? I don't think I've ever heard her on the sideline before. And it's just such a thick English accent. They're the funniest fan base, not even a close second. Warriors fans do. Yeah, they are probably the funniest fan base, I would agree. But if you see any controversial calls, don't go anywhere near a Warriors fan because it'll be the end of your life for the next ever. So 34 minutes to go here in the game. Jake Duke's wife, I think. Is it actually? Well, that wouldn't actually surprise me considering their last name, but this also could just be a complete... I'm going to have a look at that. It could be just a complete coincidence, but... Why has it come up with who is Tiffany Salmon? Salmon is not Jake Duke's wife. I'm not too sure. Maybe. I can't even see. But it wouldn't surprise me considering they both got the last name. I've never heard this girl before. She's doing well, though. Not insulting her. I'm just saying. I've never heard it. She used to be a horse racing commentator. Fair enough. So Josh Adokar, he's going to bring this ball to the 20 on the second tackle. Jay says, any plans on doing a round 10 ladder update video measuring against the preseason predictions? It's going to happen, bro. I've just been traveling between Thailand and Vietnam and whatnot the last week, and it's been hectic. I'm in one place for a long time now, so I can... Oh, knock on from the Warriors. This is going to be a repeat set here for the Eels at the 25. I'm set in a spot for a month now, so I can easily do a lot more content. So, yes, it'll come out this week. She's English, mate. Well, no shit, Gary. Like we've been saying, she's... Gary, that's been the whole point of our conversation here. We know she's English. We know she's English. We've been saying it the whole time, but Leka Hallison with a knock on, and it's Eels ball at the 25. And Dylan Walker, he'll bring it out to the 30 on first tackle. And roll it back to Talon de Silva. And he'll go out to the right-hand side to Charlie Geimer. He'll be at the 33. I cannot believe this game is as close as it is. Like I think everyone was expecting the Eels to get palmed here. They haven't been great either, but the Warriors have kind of had one of their little slippy ups so far. I thought I heard a South African twinge. There is no way you thought that chick who was on the commentary has a South African accent twinge. It is very clearly English. No way. No way did you think she was South African. She sounds nothing like a Safa. I could not... Oh, that's a great timing tackle from Sean Russell at the 15, and Dallin Lesniak gets it. And then Tanner Boyd back to Adam Pompey. And the Warriors are on the back foot at the moment. The momentum is definitely with the Eels. What, does Nape have Will Penasini for 2 tries, does he? Khan Pereira, good run to the 23 on third tackle. Yep, damn, I'm getting a lot of comments on that Critical Titans post I posted on Instagram. I'm getting a few comments now. I haven't seen it yet, though. I'm sure people aren't disagreeing with you, though. You surely couldn't be. Well, good passing, not good passing. Goes back to the 25 to the 20, and the Warriors are under a lot of pressure. It was good passing until it wasn't. 9-metre gain on that set. Yikes, they're kicking it from their own 18. Tanner Boyd gets whacked, and the Eels... Oh, Parramatta, no way have you done that. Oh, that is such a... I don't care in regards to the result of this, but looking at that late hit on Tanner Boyd, it's a penalty to the Warriors at the 30 on the Eels side. That is... Oh, that is such a soul-crushing penalty to give away. What do you mean classic BK? It was Ronald Volkman with the penalty. 30 minutes to go here in the game, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe. That is a soul-crushing penalty to give away. All right, Warriors. Vay Mulga. Then off to... can't see who this is, but it's first tackle for the Warriors, 20 metres away from the line. They'll go out to... That was Eddie Iramotuava. Sam Healy. Taken down 5 metres out. Almost. Great run there from Healy, however. Harris Tavita. Vay Mulga. I'm feeling a Leka the Wrecker try here. I'm feeling it. Hala Sema. Where is he? No, Tane Toppy's going to knock the ball on. I'm not feeling jack shit right now except for pure rage. It's a penalty to the Warriors. They're lucky. Offside against the Eels. The Warriors are going to get a penalty. They would consider the 2 here. I know there's 30 minutes to go, but you are up by 6 points. You're right in front of the line. They're all offside. It's a correct call. They're all offside. So this shall be a penalty. Will they take the 2? I don't think they are. I think they're going for the try here. Interesting. I would go up by 8. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're going to take the 2. Smart decision. Smart decision there. Tanner Boyd will be taking the 2 for the Warriors to make it an 8-point lead. Eels fans booing at the ground. You have no idea what you're talking about. They are clearly offside. Cosrips says Ford needs a meat pie. No, he doesn't, because the person I'm going up against in Supercoach draft this week has him as captain, and he's already got 60 points. So I need you to stop talking. It's what I need you to do. Yes, I need you to stop talking there, champion. Need you to really, really stop talking, because I'm having a rough week. I've had Munster and I've had Keanu Kenny. So I'm in a very rough week here. He's not going to miss, Michael. This man never miss. What you mean Tanner Boyd miss? Never miss. Do you reckon Tanner Boyd will miss? No way. Unbelievable to even think about that. It's inconceivable to think that Tanner Boyd will miss because he's got it. 18 points to 10 to the Warriors with 29 minutes to go here of the game. Ford needs to chill out so Cleary can win the Dally M even though I have him in Supercoach. You need to settle down, Bucko, as well. You need to settle down because we definitely do need Jackson Ford to settle down so that I don't get absolutely rampaged in my Supercoach draft game. Parramatta fans booing? Surely my ears are deceiving me. Well, I don't know if it's actually Parramatta fans booing or if it's the speaker system they have at CommBank because it's not usually the Parramatta fans that you can hear. It isn't. It's usually the speaker system. Old Melasaur says, how the hell was it a late tackle? It's a consistent call. I agree with you, but it's a consistent call, and that's all we ask for. So, yes, you're right. I don't think that Volkman... Oh, it's a massive run there from Vaimalga. Oh, dude. Sorry, these people outside. That was a massive run from Vaimalga. Wow. Second tackle now for the Warriors. They're going to be at the 35, 28 minutes to go here in the game. So, yeah, while I get where you're coming from, Old Melon, that is a consistent call. Third tackle here at the 40. 28 minutes to go here in the game. Nick Kills credit to Parramatta for not just getting rolled over today. It's still early. It's still early. Kate will hit the 50. You're right, but it's still early. Tane 12 Picky. He's going to be at the 45. Now the 40 gets the offer away to Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd steps, and he'll be taken down 40 metres away from the line. Fit tackle. Got hammered. Got absolutely smacked. Van Melga with such a huge run. And now they're going to kick that ball down to the corner. Good chase from Dylan Martinez-Lesniak. Yeah, he was dropping that ball every day of the week. Warriors try. Oh, no. Oh, Martinez-Lesniak just bombed a guaranteed try. It's still going to be Warriors ball here, but he's just bombed a guaranteed try. That Dylan Martinez-Lesniak. He just had to fall on top of it. Oh, they're going to say back from Para. So Martinez-Lesniak has just really cost you. Just really cost you there. That would have been game for mine. It would have been game. I wouldn't have seen the Eels coming back from down 24 to 10. Jay says, it's nice to see the Dragons beat the bye this week. They didn't. It was looking dicey, but they got the 2 this week. No, well, there's apparently an official Instagram page that has the blue check mark and everything that is claiming to be the bye, and they said that they lost. They actually lost 32-10 or something, I believe. So unfortunately for the Dragons, they didn't get the bye 2 points this week. Second tackle here for the Eels at the 40. Nice one, Malachi's brother. Malachi's brother. Mitchell Moses. Volkman. He'll be taken down here at the 30 on third tackle. Joss Amber's ex? What are you talking about? Oh, knock on from the Eels. Oh, the errors are coming in. Welcome to Parramatta. Welcome to Parramatta. Oh, Butterfingers. And it'll be first tackle now for Kurt Catewell for the Warriors at the 30. Just as you're looking to get yourself back into the game, a drop ball. It's reminding me of the last game all over again. I'm going to need a drink to that one then. If I'm reminding myself of the last game. Third tackle. And the Warriors, big crunch and hit there. Loffy runs it to the 45. They go to the right to Tane Tuapicky. And Tuapicky, he's at the 50. It'll be fourth tackle. I really just feel like the Warriors, they bring this past 13 plus, they break it away. Roger, strong run. Can't get the offload away, but taking down to the 28. Shot every time there's a knock on. You will die today if that's the case. Especially based on the last game. 50-metre gain. Warriors up in the air. Martinez-Lesniak catches it. Needed to hit it back, though. That was stupid from Dallin. Dallin has had a good game, but his last 2 plays have been really silly. Dallin, you've got to just knock the ball back in that situation. You've got to keep the play alive. It was fit tackle. Catching the ball does nothing there. You take away the onus on the Eels being forced to catch the ball, and for no purpose at all. Yeah. Junior says, let's go the Eels. It's not looking great, but they're only down by 8 points right now. And now Brian Kelly, second tackle to the 25. I know a lot of people would have bet heavily on Warriors 13 plus here today, so a lot of people would be nervous right now. Oh my gosh, he was lining up a massive hit there, Harris Tavita. Since when is the 5'8" looking to be the enforcer in the game? The Eels bring it out to the 40 on fourth tackle. Dallin glory hogging it. Well, there's just no point to him trying to catch that ball if he's not going to try and offload it. And Ronald Volkman at the 47 on fit tackle. Silly sausage. We had him here before. 6 again for the Eels. Well, allowing them back into the game. I tell you what, Halasima is pretty ill-disciplined, man. These last 4 weeks, he has been really this one. I know he's got a try here today, but he gives away a lot of 6 against and penalties, bro. Eels be taken out of the 40 on second tackle, especially if they score a try here. That'd be brutal, because Hadasima has done this for weeks. I know they've been winning. Oh, that's a bad pass from the Eels, but luckily it goes backwards and taken out to the 30 on third tackle. They go out to the right. Now, if you're a Dragons fan, you definitely shouldn't want the Eels to be winning. Oh, he's lost the ball. Yep, he's lost the ball. Welcome back to Parramatta. There's a knock-on from Parramatta, and Warriors get the ball back. Come on, boys, letting them back in. They definitely are, Retro. But if Dallin scores that try to take it to that 12-point game with the kick to come, like, I think that would have been the killer, but he just dropped a cold sitter. He just dropped a sitter over the line. So Warriors ball here at the 20. Second half completion rate, 70% for the Eels, 86% for the Warriors. So Eels are pretty consistently around that 70% throughout the game, and the Warriors are about that 82%. And just like that, off the scrum, there's a penalty to the Warriors. Worst case scenario, knock the ball on in the attacking area and then give away a penalty. Isn't that the dynamic duo of rugby league? Massive dynamic duo, that. Massive. Oh, Hobbit says Warriors looking scary again. This is... What? Hobbit, there is no way you'd say this game Warriors look scary. Like, this is not an insult to you Warriors fans. But this is not your best game. The Warriors don't look amazing in this game. And again, the Eels have given up 50 points to the Storm, who were second last, the Titans, who were third last, Panthers, who were first. They've struggled to beat the Dragons, who haven't won a game so far this season. The Warriors should be killing this team. This is not a scary Warriors team today. Take the 2 points and run. You've been the better team. You do deserve to win this game. But they don't look scary in this game. There's definitely other games I'd look back on and say they looked way better in the game. So again, this is not an insult to Warriors fans. This is just one of those games where you just want to take the 2 points, move on with it. It was a bit of a danger game. Apparently a bogey team for you. Take the 2 points. But there's no way you'd be looking at this Warriors game right now and saying that they are back to looking scary again. They haven't looked scary at all in this game. Sam Healy after Fisher Harris, and Fisher Harris, the fact that you're in a nerve-wracking game with 21 minutes to go against the Eels is concerning. But again, it's fine. Adam Pompey goes up. Oh, I think it's a drop ball there from Pompey. I think this is a knock-on. I think it's going to be Eels ball at the 20. It says Titans in 14th, put 50 on the Eels. Warriors are in second. They should be much more dominant. Agreed. That's what I'm saying. It's not an insult to the Warriors, but observing it, the Warriors should be doing much better than what they're doing. How we win, Blaze, it's not always about winning pretty and looking good, but I hope they dig deep and take the 2 points. What are you saying? Are you... Yeah, I'd probably retract that and send it out again, because I have no idea what you're saying. Oh, Eddie or my Tuava is going to be called for an offside here, so it's going to be penalty to the Eels anyway. Penalty to Parramatta. They will stick in the game. Yes, we all got hepatitis trying to read that. I don't know what he was trying to actually say there. Maybe he was trying to say, like, I don't care how we win, it's just about winning. But if that's the case, that's literally what I was saying. I was replying to a comment that said the Warriors are back to looking scary, when that's not the case in regards to this game. But that's not an insult to the Warriors either. So first tackle now for the Eels, and they're going to be at the 50 on the... Or at the 48 on the Warriors side of the field. No, I don't have the Cowboys top 8 mark. I do feel like they're going to equal themselves out. I think they've been... Oh, there's another knock-on for the Eels, is there? No, it's fine, second tackle. They're going well right now, but I also just don't trust the games that they're playing in. I don't trust the teams they're going up against. Like, they were not good against the Bulldogs, but the Bulldogs were so bad they deserved to lose that game. The Cowboys still have that Manly performance in them. I think the longer the season goes on, we'll see it turn around. But Tamalolo has been spectacular to watch. He's returned back to form for sure. And I've been happier with the Cowboys than what we expected from them preseason, undoubtedly. And they are in a race for the top 8. I just don't know if I could guarantee you right now that they're a top 8 team, no. I still think they have some really bad performances in them. And I'd like to see them against a bit more consistent teams. Try time for the Eels! Ronald Volkman has scored with Warriors. You allowed them back in this game? No, they're going to check this in the bunker. 20 minutes to go here at the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Out of nowhere, the Eels may have just scored, but they're saying there may be a knock-on here. Ronald Volkman has come through, unless Sean Russell touches this ball first up here. Pompey touched that. This is I think this is fine. I don't think Sean Russell touches that. I don't think Sean Russell touches the ball here. No, he doesn't. This is going to be a try for the Eels. This is going to be a 2-point game. I'm pretty certain this is a try for Ronald Volkman. So he scored 2 tries against his former club here. Unless he touches it here. Yeah, no, he takes it cleanly. Try time. Try time for the Eels. Well, Warriors, you had multiple opportunities to take this game away and run away with this game. But unfortunately, it's about to be a 2-point game with 20 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. We have the Roosters versus the Broncos after this. Sam Jenkins says, evening, mate. I don't want to see your name. The reason why is because you remind me of the Titans, and that team makes me sick right now. So it's going to be 18-14 kick to come into the Eels. Sam, how was it like being at Seabus today? Can I ask you, are people still celebrating mediocrity? Was it an okay result, considering we only lost by a small margin? Is that how the common consensus was? Up the Gold Coast Titans says it will be easy to pinpoint Dallin if they lose this game. It will be easy to look at that moment and say, well, he should have put that ball down. He should have scored the try and it would have gone potentially to 13 plus. G'day, mate. Up the wires, my friend. Well, Sebastian, it's going down to the wire here. It really shouldn't be, but it's going down to the wire. Mark says, I'm a Warriors fan. We deserve to lose. I disagree. I think that you should win, but this is one of those games. This is what I said with the Panthers-Dolphins game. So 1 second, Mitchell Moses. He will miss the kick. Oh, my gosh. Moses has missed 2 conversions here. It would have been 18-18. I disagree with you because this is one of those games like the Panthers and Dolphins where the Panthers should have lost, but also the good teams win. You find a way to win when the going gets tough. You find a way to win when you probably don't deserve to win. So maybe I'll agree with you on that point. But I still feel like the Warriors have still been better than the Eels here today. Unlike the Panthers-Dolphins game, where the Panthers probably weren't better than the Dolphins, but still found a way to win. If you're going to win a championship, if you're going to win a premiership, you need to win games like this, where if the Eels go and lead 20-18, that's your biggest proof right there to score a try and win the game. Because if you didn't deserve to win it, or you struggled to win it against a bottom-rated team, a lowly ranked team like the Eels, who have 50 points essentially put past them 3 times this year, the worst defense in the entire league, if you still find a way to win a scrappy game like this, it tells you more about your premiership chances than you think. It tells you more. And that's why I took a success out of the Panthers game against the Dolphins rather than most people who took a struggle out of it. They thought the Panthers weren't that great and weren't good, and they looked at it purely on that result. But that's not how you should look at it. You should look at it from a perspective of Panthers. They're looking to win a premiership. It's not always going to go your way. Find a way to win the games you don't necessarily deserve. And the same thing goes here for the Warriors. If you struggle in this game, Dallin Selesnya gets the ball to 35. You struggle here, still find a way to win. If you lose this game, that's disastrous. You will go on fraud alert on this chat if you lose this game here to the Eels, because they are third last. They have been awful. Just dreadful. Just absolutely dreadful. You will go on fraud alert. But if you win it, it will tell me a lot more about the Warriors than it would have told me with a 50-point blowout. It would have. Third tackle out the 42. And Aaron Clark will bring this ball to the 30. With that being said, it's not even necessarily to that level because the Eels haven't taken the lead really at any stage beside the first 4 minutes. Is anyone surprised by this as part of being a Warriors supporter? Kiwi Dude, we were speaking about this before the game started, that this is an entire possibility despite the fact that it should never be happening. First tackle of the Eels at the 5. Honestly, if we didn't let in 16 points in the first 15 minutes like we always do... don't start me, Sam. No, don't start me. You're celebrating mediocrity. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do it. No, you'll make me angry. No, I'm not going to. We're not going down this path, Sam. I will talk off stream. There's no way I'm replying to a positive comment about that game. There is absolutely no way that we have someone here defending the absolute pathetic performance from the Gold Coast Titans across that 80. I'm not going to do it with you. Fourth tackle now at 35. Sam, you do, I know you're better. I know you're better than celebrating mediocrity. Fourth tackle here for the Eels, and they're going to get this ball out to the right-hand side of Mitchell Moses, and now it's going to be Eels all the way to the Kelma to the 42 on fifth tackle. Nikhil says, Waz better wake up now. This is the type of gritty games we've got to win. Yeah, exactly right. This is the type of gritty games you've got to win. Knock on from the Eels. I was not saying that as a positive viewpoint. Okay. I'm very passionate about that game, bro, because that game pissed me right off. That game pissed me right off. It was disgraceful. Oh, boy. Nashon says, what team currently beats the Panthers? The Bulldogs. Sam just sent to the naughty corner. Yeah, but he's one of my best mates, bro. So, he understands it. He understands it. So the Warriors are going to be at the 40 here. but the knock-on from the Eels is going to be brutal. Well, Warriors, if you can score a try here, you could probably... Well, it won't end the game now because it'll still be less than 2 tries, but it'll go a long way. So Adam Pompey's going to get this ball to the 30. And don't forget, in half an hour's time, guys, we do have the Broncos versus the Roosters at Allianz Stadium to finish off the day. Jackson Ford, he brings it to the 25 on second tackle. When's the game day vlog coming out, Sam? Yeah, I heard we got some massive support at Seabass today. I'll never guess who was at the game. Oh, but I can guess he's going to score a try here. Jackson Ford will score a try under the post. And surely, Warriors, you go away with this one now. It should be a 10-point game. Kick from right in front. Try time for Jackson Ford right on through. And it looks like you should be able to get the win here today. It looks like you should be able to get the win here. Kelma Tuolangi losing that ball just cost you any chance of a comeback here, Parramatta. If they didn't play like they did in the game, they could have won. I didn't watch the game. From your reaction, it seems like a piece of poor effort. It was worse than that, yeah. But try time for the Warriors makes it 22-14 with the kick to come. It will be 24-14, but there is still 15 minutes to go here. Oh, so that's who you're referring to, was it, Sam? Clown says, how are the Broncos not the faves? I think the Roosters win the game. I've tipped them. Yeah, Jackson Ford has been incredible this year. He's been absolutely incredible this year. He probably sticks on top of the Dally M. Is he still top of the Dally M? Is he still on top there? I had to turn off the Titans game. Ended up watching Auckland FC versus Melbourne City FC, which went to Owens. I don't know what Owens means, but he's saying extra time or something. And he says, go Jackson, cannot believe the Dragons let him go. Yeah, he's been great. He has been great. And there we go. Yeah, Jackson Ford is still top of the Dally M leaderboard. 14.5 minutes left. Well, you'll be feeling a little bit more comfortable now, but it's still 14 minutes. So, yeah, Sam, was that who you referred to, or are you referring to somebody else? Yet again, what is an Auckland FC? That is an A-League team. Not that a great deal of people know about it, but that is an A-League team. Oh, okay, cool. Why are you telling me that? So it's going to be Warriors ball here at the in-goal. It's going to be Fisher Harris now who brings his ball out to the 10, to the 15 on first tackle. They roll it back and they go to Aaron Clark, and Clark is going to be at the 20 on second tackle. To be fair, I may stream that Nikita Zoo versus Oscar Diaz fight on Wednesday. We'll see, though. I may stream that. Third tackle here at the 30. I'll get the door on the way out. Well, it's just like, you know more about like context behind that, which is why it's like, what are you doing? 6 again with the Warriors at the 38 on first tackle. And now Kurt Catewell brings this ball to the 45 to the 50 on second tackle. Sam Healy to Aaron Clark. I feel like surely the Warriors have another try or two in them. Third tackle now at the 40. Try time to seal it. Yeah, try time is you do need to try to seal this game. Well, you would go 13 plus, and that'd do it in. They go out to left-hand side. Harris to Vita kicks the ball over the top here. Good chase by Lofiana Khan Pereira. Oh, Roger's so close. Roger's so close. He's grounded it, but I think he's grounded it outside of the field of play. He's got no try here. They're going to go to the bunker. It's just unfortunately the bounce wasn't great for Loffy, and Roger just wasn't able to get there in time. I'll be confident this is the score with 2 minutes left. I've been burnt by them too many times. I know how you're feeling, man. I get it. Or there may be a push from Parramatta here as well, by the way. There may be a push from Parramatta. I don't know. I could hear like a random noise. No, they're looking to see if there's no push and they overrun it. I think that's fine. Yeah, playing on at this stage. Loffy's complaining about it. I don't think Roger gets this down. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. So it's going to come out here for 7 tackle set here for the Eels. Hello, buddy, Chad. Hope you're enjoying your Super Saturday. Oh, yeah, I'm having a fantastic time with the Titans. Nice to see AKP on the board. Clark tries it. There you go. Sebastian says they need a miracle. So 13 minutes to go here the game. It will be a no try. It'll be a no try, and the Eels bring it out to the 28. Paul Smith says, never thought I'd see the day Jackson Ford would be top of anything apart from lowest IQ. Damn. He's playing well this season, but he's also good for a knock-on or two as well, but going okay for now, I guess. Shit, man. Why do you hate Jackson Ford? Just copped the most out-of-the-blue slander I've ever seen. The guy's apparently now got the lowest IQ, and he's good for a knock-on or two. Sure, with regards to, I'm not going to get involved in the IQ comment, but with that being said, it's been incredible this year. Paul, are you a Warriors fan? Or are you a Dragons fan? Are you a salty Dragons fan? Paul, who do you support? I can't think right now. That was just completely out of the blue. Yeah, jeez, fucking tell him how you really feel. He's just gone for Jackson 40. Eels with the ball, third tackle at the 38. 12 minutes to go here in the game. They get out to Mitchell Moses, and Moses steps on the inside. It'll be 33 metres away from the line. Moses, you need to be that clutch play. You need to be the one. You need to turn it up right now. You need to find that way. Out to Volkman. Volkman short ball. And Jack Williams is going to be at the 20. Some people don't like seeing underdog overcome. Just such a random insult. It's just so random. Luffy gets the catch, and don't let him get away. Don't let him get away. See you later. See you later. See you later. See you later. Oh, see you later. See you later. Oh, they're cutting him off on his run. Jeez, he didn't get any open air. Otherwise, he was gone. But first tackle at the 45. He should have backed himself on the wing. If he backs himself, I reckon he scores on the wing. But he didn't back that he wouldn't go over the sideline. Lowest IQ is if Joey Leilua exists. Doesn't exist is crazy. Joey Leilua, what a man. Third tackle now, Sam Healy to Fisher Harris. I'm telling you, if Loffy backs himself out on that wing there, he scores 100%. I've said it a million times, the Titans, man. Fourth tackle, Fisher Harris getting up real slowly here. Now Aaron Clark to the 30. There's a Warriors chant. Don't need a speaking system for that. Fifth tackle at the 28. 67-metre gain, massive. And Tanner Boyd puts that one up. Donovan Tennyson lays in that good chase through. I think Adakar has got it. That's really strong. But he'll be taken out at the 3. Dave Taylor's last 2 brain cells fighting for third place. Sam says Tane Milne's lowest IQ for sure. Yeah, but Tane Milne's like a hype man. Like, Tane Milne, shocking. But, like, the penalty he will give away is he will come in with a direct shoulder to the nose on a flying Superman kind of tackle, and it will hype you up. It's one of the most dog shit tackles you will ever see in your life, but at least it's going to hype you up as he gets sent off for the game. Intercept by the Warriors, and try time for Luffy Cabrera, Luffy Cabrera, Luffy Cabrera, try time for the Warriors. There we go, that's game over. 28-14. Luffy, what a song. Luffy Cabrera. 28-14 into the wires with 10 minutes to go here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. The Warriors, they smack it over. An intercept there from Moses. Luffy does slip there at the 10, but then he just gets back up and says, get out of my face. Get out of my face, you dogs. Try time for the Warriors, 28-14. And they will win the game. See, so many TikTok edits dedicated to Tane Milne, the man, the myth, the legend. He's no myth, he is just the legend. Tane Milne, one of the greatest players of all time. One of the greatest players of all time. Well, Warriors, you are going to be equal first, but the Panthers, they play Manly tomorrow. Obviously, we'll be live for the Panthers-Manly game. I'm sure you're going to want to be here for it because you are in direct competition with the Panthers right now and you want them to lose. Manly in good form. I do think Panthers win that game quite convincingly. 5 straight doubles against the Eels, Olafiana Cabrera. He did always kill the Eels when he was at the Gold Coast, to be fair. Do you think the Storm are done? Mate, are we watching the same Storm team? Yes. They look awful. They look awful. I think we need to stream Huddersfield games just to see a Tane Milne dog shot. I would nearly do that just for that. I would nearly do it just for that reason. You're right. It's nearly a requirement as a rugby league fan to do that. Damn, Warriors fans are singing the na-na-na-na. Hey, goodbye. Love it. Again, guys, I wanted to stream Super League this year, but the time zone here in Asia sucks. Like, sucks worse than for you guys. 30-14 with 9 minutes to go of the game. He gets the kick because you know what? He never misses. He never misses. No way. That's an awful pass from Moses. Are you surprised? Moses has not been good this year at all. I'm telling you, Origin is going to be interesting this year because I really don't know about the form of pretty much everyone in Origin. Cleary's form's good. Harry Grant's form's not great. Cameron Munster's form's not great. Tom Dearden's form's okay. Caleb Pong and Reece Walsh have both been injured. For New South Wales, that's a knock on Eels. Warriors ball here at the 40. 0 tackle. Dylan Edwards' form's been pretty good, to be fair. Mainly Queensland, actually. Queensland might be in trouble this year, man. They may be in some serious trouble because their form of their team is not looking spectacular. And then they're talking about Britt Nakora in the back row. Well, Britt Nakora kind of getting to the starting spot for the Sharks right now. You know, whilst New South Wales have injuries, they have replacements. Whilst Queensland don't have injuries, their form is down. You know, that's the mix. Fourth tackle now for the Warriors. They're going to be at the 25. They go to the right-hand side. Tanner Boyd, 6 again. Here for the Wars. And Tane 12. Piggy gets the ball to the 23 on first tackle. Still going 20 metres out. Clyde says Titans didn't win, but if those passes stick, man, their attack look good. The shapes. Clyde, don't start me, bro. Don't start me, Clyde. Don't start me on the Titans again. Don't do it. Second tackle here at the 10. They go to Aaron Clark, and then they go to Tanner Boyd. Short ball, knock on by the Wars, and the Eels will also knock it on, but it's going to be Eels ball at 10. Elijah, I'm not telling you that New South Wales will win. I'm just telling you that Queensland are in trouble in regards to selection. New South Wales are always favourites, and they always lose. Mitch says, we've never heard that before, Moss. Moss says, you're a friggin' legend. Commentary is phenomenal. Appreciate you, Moss. We stream every single game. We've got Roosters Broncos right after this in 15 minutes' time. I'm serious, they look good. Oh, no, Clyde, no, Clyde, no, we're not doing this. Old mate at halfback was giving me Ben Hornby vibes. Clyde, I'm going to send you a message right now. We'll see you in 1 minute. I'm not going to time you up for 5 minutes. I know you're trolling. I know you're trying to get a reaction. Screw your reaction. There's your reaction. I'll see you in 1 minute time. I'm not dealing with a Titans played well comment. I'm not doing it. You're gonna make me explode, mate. Second tackle here, and I know that's what you want. I know you want me to explode. I know you're looking for the reaction right now. It's not coming. It's not coming to that level that you want. I will not give it to you. I will not give it to you. Third tackle now, and yeah, Hornby vibes is crazy, Sam. I know what he's doing. He's full of it. I know what he's doing. Third tackle, now it's 6 again for the Eels. They're going to bring this ball here to the 40, 6.5 minutes to go here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Roosters Broncos. It's going to be a belter right after this. It's going to be an absolute belter. Eels out to... Oh, they're away. Oh, they get the offload away. Here's a chance. Josh Papali. Great tackle from Tate Tuapiki. Fantastic tackle from Tuapiki. The Eels, Mitchell Moses at the 30. They give it across to Dylan Walker. Walker gets it across to Junior Bowler. Bowler back onto the inside. Tanner Boyd lost the ball. That's a knock back, they're going to say. Okay. I thought they came into a Warriors play, but sure. Volkman, he'll be taken out to the 25. Ronald Volkman, he's actually had a pretty good game. 2 tries against his former club. And now they go Mitchell Moses, Papali. I think that's a fine tackle, but it's dubious. 4 tackle at the 22. Yeah, correct. I don't mind that call. I know Eels fans will have debate with that, but I don't think that it actually hit him high. I think he grabbed him around the shoulder down. Kalma Tuolangi to the 20. All that positive momentum that they had isn't kind of continuing in the back end of this set. Fifth tackle out to 15 for the Eels. They need to score now, and then now again, and then now again. Mitchell Moses. It's going to go to Volkman. Intercept by Dallin. He's away. Game. Adokar Dallin. Oh, Adokar gets him at the 30. But that is the game regardless, because the intercept is going to stop it, and they're going to go score on the left-hand side if Dallin gets up quickly here. Well, it took him a while. And Healy runs it himself here. He's going to be at the 8 metres. First tackle. Better than my loser Dragons. Well, Clyde, I'm not going to disagree with you there, but I'm telling you, the Titans are the 3rd worst attacking team in the competition this year. No. No. And that game was no difference. Second tackle here. Second tackle. Warriors 13 metres out. I love my team, and I'll defend my team when I need to, but no, bro. Adam Pompey, 5 metres after the line, third tackle. Over 30's foot race is crazy. Third tackle at the 5. Back to Tanner Boyd here at the 13. Can they get the emphasis? Aaron Clark. Harris Tavita. Numbers galore. See you later. Bushka! Roger. That's a Roger moment. That's a try time for Tui Vasashek. Woohoo! Roger Tui Vasashek. Try time. 34-14 with a kick to come. Dallin Wattine's now with that breakaway, and then it's a try time for Roger on the left-hand side. That is an uppercut and a half, and the Warriors are going to go away with the win here. Titans are my second team this year up the Gold Coast. Get around you, Clyde. Appreciate you, man. Jared says, any Tigers tonight or just the Coke Zeros? Man, I'm having a Tiger right now, son. Having a Tiger right now. Sonny says, let's go. Did Roger get the try? Well, Siona, you heard me say Roger about 74 times. I feel like maybe I'm not referring to Jackson Ford. I'm not referring to Aaron Clark. I don't think I'm saying Fisher Harris. I think Roger probably does refer to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, if I'm honest with you. But Jason Riles is losing his shit in the coach's box. He's losing his shit. Oh, boy. Nikhil's, what a game. I love Webby. What a guy. There we go. Savalinga says, bro, why do you even go with the Titans? I mean, like, they suck because I'm a passionate fan. I'm loyal to my community, which shows that you aren't a passionate fan that is loyal to your community, because it means that if your team sucks, you wouldn't support them. Shows you're a loser, and that's how we move on from that one. I'm passionate for my community, regardless whether we win or lose. I love where I'm from. I'm proud of where I'm from. I don't support a team just because they win. I support a team because that's a part of me. And that's the same thing that goes for Warriors fans who are watching this, who have had to go through some really tough times with the Warriors. It's the same thing that goes for Parramatta fans who have gone through and are currently in a really shit time. Any person who says to anybody that why do you support this team because they're shit shows you their intention behind their team. That shows me you're not a real fan and you only support a team for their success, because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about the success. I give a fuck about my team. I care about my team. I support my team from my club, from my city, from my community, because that's where I grew up. That's where my family is. That's where my friends are. So I will always be a Gold Coast fan regardless of how good they are or how bad they are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what being a fan is. So yes, they are shit. And yes, we stick by them, which is what Warriors fans have done for a very long time. And now they're getting the rewards for it. Because 10 years ago, they were awful. Warriors fans understand it. You know, they've never really done anything. They made a grand final in 2011 and 2001 or 2002 or whatever it was against the Roosters, I think it was. Either way, point of the matter is they've been to grand finals. Outside of that, they've never won anything. They've been a real definition of mediocrity throughout the entire tenure of their history. But yet they still stuck through it, and they're selling out games, and it's great to see. And even when they were struggling the other year in 2024, after that really good year of 2023, they were still selling out games at their stadium because people care about their club because of what the club represents. They represent New Zealand, which is where they're from, just like the Gold Coast represents the Gold Coast, where I'm from. Very simple stuff. So you're an idiot. Third tackle now for the Warriors, and they're going to be at the 30. Sonny says, 100% brother, speaking facts. Jared says, and this is why we love watching plays. The passion this man has for his team in rugby league is just infectious. So I appreciate it, man. But you guys are the same. At the end of the day, you guys support your teams just as much, just not people like that. People like that annoy me because they just expect. They just, if they don't get success, they move on to the other team. It's just like, how do you have that passion? Like, how can you find the passion for Penrith if you're not from Penrith? Why do you care? I have passion for rugby league, but I don't care about anyone who's not the Titans. But I have passion for rugby league. I want to see the best out of the teams. It's not about the actual team itself. Savalinga, why do you buy condoms when you get no action? That's crazy, Daz. That's crazy. So fourth tackle, and the Eels are going to be at the 35. Clyde, it's amazing Broncos are playing it away. Is this the first time this year? I think it's the first time this year they're not playing Friday night at Suncorp. Yeah, fifth tackle now for the Eels, and they're going to be at the 40 on their own side of the field. Minute to go here. Don't forget, in 5 minutes' time, we'll be jumping straight across that Roosters versus the Broncos game, which should be a belter. Mitchell Moses puts that one up very high in the air. And the Warriors take to a peek. He bobbles it, but he grabs it and brings it out now to the 25. And gets it across to Loffy. Loffy could get away here. Taking it down to the 35. Jay says, the idea that someone could swap clubs is crazy to me. Like, I could never switch clubs unless a new club came in with a better affinity to me, is a more local club to me. I still couldn't. Like, what could be a better affinity? Now that you're old enough. Like, if you're under 10 years old, sure. But if you're above the age of, like, if you're a teenager and above and you change teams, well, Well, not even that. Like, honestly, it should just be about where you're from. It really should be. But I will say, if you're Papua New Guinean and Papua New Guinea come in as a nation and as a team in 2028 and you were originally a fan of another team, I get it. Tanner Boyd field goal, they will charge that one down, but the Eels will get this ball to 5. Or if Fiji come in. Or if there's a second New Zealand team that come in. But I feel like a lot of people will still stick on the Warriors. However, that's the game, folks. That's the game. Sam the Dragons playing Cogger right now, champion. But anyway, it's 36-14, the Warriors' final score. The Wars go equal first, and they get a good win here. Wasn't their best performance ever, but they deserve the win absolutely, and they will keep on chugging that Wars train along, son. Choo-choo, a little bit of loffy-loffy. A little bit of loffy-loffy. Beautiful stuff. But, guys, we're going to jump off because I've got to switch across and do the team list for the Roosters versus the Broncos game. So do me a favour. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I will be back in just a few moments for the final game of the day, which should be an absolute belter. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.